Ooh, that made a cool sword swing sound.
I heard it.
Happy New Year, everybody. Frohes Neues. Gelukkig Nieuwjaar.
Good job.
It is time for Happy New Year, first of all. Then it will be Bleigießen. And then we will be traumatized by trauma team.
We shall predict ours and, if you want, your future. Happy New Year.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Cowboy Casanova. Happy New Year. Hello, Mortonat. Hello, Honest Psycho. Hello, Nevo. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I hope everyone had an awesome New Year's Eve and is filled with new
good food.
Feelings, good food. I was gonna say new food.
New feelings, or old feelings if you like.
It's a brand new year. No, we didn't make any New Year resolutions.
I don't 3840 by 2160. It's 4K resolution.
Ooh, we ate burritos. That sounds really nice.
I want burritos. I want burritos. I'm warming up my hands over a cup of hot black tea that Tifa made for me.
Like, we are fully prepared. We have candles, we have this thing, which is... I will advertise this thing later because that's the best...
No, you won't.
That's the best buy of 2023.
I'm gonna find a sticker, put this over here. They won't get a cent from me. They will not get free insurance.
You don't need to put a sticker on
Yes,
that.
I will.
Basically, it's an electric... Can you see that on stream?
Yeah, now you turn that off.
It's an electric fire thing and it's super handy.
Can you please tell Tifa to stop touching things? There's a lot of stuff happening here and I'm worried. I am nervous because there will be fire, there'll be water.
Fire! There will be a candle burning. Jack's been stressing.
I'll keep 112 on speed dial. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I'm turning an adult this year. I'm scared. Insurances and stuff. Insurances is the worst thing as an adult. But you only have to deal with it like once.
I forgot which comedian I recently watched that talked about this in their program. But it was something like, as a kid I always looked at adults and I thought they know everything and they know how things work. And then I became an adult myself and then I realized, no, they are just winging it. Yes. Yes.
You got this. You fully got this.
Take it one step at a time. You can Google almost everything and a lot of stuff will look really weird and complex and freak you out. And that's okay, it happens to everybody. Just take a deep breath and you'll get through it. Yeah. An adult can confirm. Yes.
100% true. I am legally adult. Other than that, I can't say anything about it.
Hey Google, how do I skip adulthood? I can answer that, that's easy. Be born into a very rich family. Like, fuck you, money rich. Then you can do whatever you want.
Kinda, yeah.
Yes. Give me this piece of paper. I ripped this off badly.
Yeah, but it's fine, it works.
This is the... what looks like trash on the camera is our future, technically. This was on the back of the Zinngießen sets I bought, which you will see in a moment. And not only is it flaking off because I pulled it badly, there are lice on here, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I want to take a sip of this tea, but it's too hot.
Shall I turn the thingy on?
No, you shouldn't.
Then we can start preparing.
No. You shouldn't. First, we need to talk about two more things. Tifa, where'd you put Bruce?
Bruce is over here. Oh,
I bought Tifa a new plushie.
I was lying. This is the best buy of 2023. Look at how cute it is. This is Bruce, and he's now the unofficial mascot of My Favorite Letters X. I have announced it so. You might not be able to see him on stream every day, but I can assure you he will be hanging right here. Bruce is absolutely adorable.
Yes, and now like always, Tifa, you unmess up the zoom into our things. When we were buying these wonderful things, I saw this, Tifa saw this and so I was like, nah, it's kind of cute, but no, it's $10. I'm like, do you want it? She's like, no, it's so expensive. I'm like, Tifa, it's $10. Do you want it? It's like, not there.
Bruce is watching. Fine, I'll hang Bruce here.
Yes, thank you. Tifa is putting things near touchscreens again, and that never works out well. Anyway, I bullied Tifa into buying a cute plushie. Also, we have a new emote. Ralph. Psycho already used it after I showed you. It's Ralph doing what looks like dabs. It looks like a furry hedgehog with wings. I mean,
I'll take it.
That's what a bat is. No?
Basically, yes. Maybe we should make the lines on Ralph a bit thicker.
Yeah, maybe you should have done that. All I did was scan the OG Ralph, this one that Tifa had made, and digitize it. That's all I did. If you are unhappy with how Bruce looks, well, blame yourself. This was you, my dear.
Well, Ralph will keep us company here as well.
Bruce is adorable. I agree.
So
you should have
precious.
seen Bruce out in the wild. Tifa put him on her jacket when we did the rest of our New Year's Eve shopping, and everybody looked at her.
No, at Bruce.
No, at you.
At Bruce.
At you. It's not common over here, unfortunately, that adult people walk around with plushies stuck to them. I want to normalize that.
Bruce wanted to see the world.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, Bruce is adorable. I didn't want to put him in the bag, so there you have it. Super cute.
I wanted to buy a Switch and my dad was like, yeah, sure, go on. My mom was like, no way. But you're an adult soon, you can buy whatever you want. Within a reason. Don't go into debt.
That is definitely the advantage.
Yeah, try to avoid that. It's a bad spot to be.
Moving my tea.
Talking about bad spots to be. Tifa, would you please press the show and tell button?
I can do that.
Ta-da! You can see our hands. Welcome everybody to Bleigießen, as it was called when I was a child, or Zinngießen, as it is now technically. This is a honest plug. You can back me up. This fire hazard. Yeah. This is / was a tradition for New Year's Eve, at least in Germany. Tifa has never done this before. I have done this before. So how this works is you buy this set that looks a lot like you use it to inject yourself with drugs, but that's not what we're doing. I literally never done this in my life. This will be your first time, and you can all do it with us.
Where's the white powder and aluminium foil?
We don't have that. That's not what this is about. This is not about drugs. Also, I forgot music. I'm sorry. Let me fix that really quick. Why did I not think of this?
I never hear it.
Because
it blends out.
To me, Tifa, the sound of your voice is the music.
No, that didn't work. Can I at least turn the candle on already?
No, I do not trust you with fire. Give me this.
If anything, you are the one that has burned things more often than I have.
And? Play metal. No. It's... No. You can listen to our... What you just heard was our soundcheck. That made no sense. Play.
I don't even think we have any metal songs.
Go. Now it's just the usual music.
Listed.
But turn it to your soundtrack. No.
I totally say yes, but Jack is extremely strict when it comes to DMCA-free music.
Yes. Yes, I am.
So, the reason we're not banned yet is basically because of Jack.
Yeah, if the stream was up to Tifa, we would have lasted 14 minutes. Yeah. So.
And what's the lid for? Like, why do you have my lid here?
The reason why it looks like I can never finish a story is because Tifa has the energy of a young puppy. What's this? What's that? What's this?
But I might as well, like, already.
So, what you do is...
I'm just putting it to the side.
Sit on your hands. What you do is you go to a store and you buy... Yes, multiple goldfish. It's the worst. You buy this set. It consists of this non-drug spoon. This thing is flimsy as hell. Like you can...
Hey, don't break it now.
I'm not breaking it. And
you're trying to.
These come with a bunch of these.
Music's too loud.
Music is a bit too loud. Let me fix that. Better. These are little...
figures. Oh,
creatures.
good thing you put a lid on it. That's what it's for.
Tiny little figures, like this super tiny metal mushroom.
And an elephant.
There's an elephant. It looks like...
champagne bottle.
This looks like me naked on all fours.
It reminds me of, what's it called? A tapir?
Is it a tapir?
A tapir.
Is it a rhinoceros? It looks like me naked on all fours. We each get 6,
bottle, I believe.
Because 6 is my lucky number, so I bought 6 each. Why is the music still so loud? There, better? Now it should be good, hopefully. If it's still not, then I can pull it back up again. So first we make a fire.
I want to make the fire.
Because Tifa and I cannot be trusted with things that actually make fire, we bought one of these things. It
had nothing to do with not being trusted. It's just that we keep losing the other
Do you
fire
see this?
thing with gas.
This picks up on camera, right? It's like a mini taser. Here you go.
And no, I have not touched the taser part yet.
Music didn't really change.
Put it way down. 50%.
Now it should have. Now it should have.
But seriously, if you have like one of these but with gas that you have to keep filling up, it's so annoying. And this thing you can just charge with a cable. It is so handy. It's basically a candle lighter, yeah. Isn't chat?
Yeah, you should not touch the laser part. Yes, you should also not try to lick it when she presses the button.
You should not, but honestly, it's a bit tempting, isn't it?
Don't do it. Now, light that candle, please. Yeah, I know I'm
You
pulling
really
my...
think I would?
This is going well.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, now, did you put it back into safety mode? Of course she hasn't. Of course. This is why she cannot be trusted.
You should move this thing into...
No, we shouldn't. I have a plan. Chill, baby, chill. There's a lighter literally less than once a year. The power to show a few hours. I would too. This is a lid.
Sometimes use it for candles.
This is just a lid. This is a little ball of cold water. If you remember my story about how I once splashed hot metal liquid into my face, that's what this is for, also to protect all the electronics around us. So,
Jack, when it has to do with anything fire or knives or whatever, is so annoying.
yes.
Even though you're always the one that gets yourself hurt. Yeah, you do the first one. This is your thing. Also, wait. Do you predict your own future or do you now predict mine?
Neither.
What?
Let's do this step by step. So you take your handy little thingy here, you put that thing in there.
I feel like you need a person already.
It's the metal and water thing, kind of. And then you put that over here, and then you hope that, because we did not rehearse this, then you hope that the little candle you have is hot enough to melt this. It might take a moment.
So you just keep that above it for a while?
Yeah, but if I go too low, then I will kill the flame. So, this should work.
No, but seriously, whose outcome is it?
Mine.
I feel like you have to know that before you pick a thingy.
Is this melting?
Yeah, it's now
Slightly.
stuck to the...
Yes, it is.
Stuck to the spoon already. It's the metal and water thing. Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, the elephant is starting to get jiggly.
Don't know if you can see this on the camera. I will hold it up in a second. But this is beginning to melt. Then you keep doing that until it's fully molten.
Will it actually come loose of the spoon?
Hopefully, yes.
Because right now it doesn't...
I know we bought the cheap ones,
look like it.
but still. Actually, this was not cheap. This was like $3 per package. I bought 3. Alright, my little thingy has fully melted.
Not just fully, I think. I still see the bottom of the elephant.
Just... You see the bottom of an elephant? Sorry about that. Alright, Tifa says to hold on longer.
I say still another second.
Tonight worked at working at 300 degrees, but my guess is this is something different.
Hey, this candle is like 400 degrees.
Yeah, this is super hot fire.
Don't you see how red it is?
The worst angle is an elephant. True. I think this is melted enough. Now, because I'm weird and I'm obsessed with safety, I'm gonna hold this over there while I put this in. And now... You do this?
That was so boring. Like there wasn't even a splash.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. And now you take this stuff out of the water. That's what we have this little towel underneath for. And then what my family would do is not what it says on the back of this card at least. Because here it says you now need to create like a shadow light environment. And then you hold it into the light and you see what shape it is. In my family,
but it kind of makes sense because you just have blobs.
That's offensive to my physique. So what you do in my family is you look at these 3 little figures and you try to make something out of it. So
what could it look like? That looks like...
The first thing I got looks like...
Link shield, shape-wise.
I was thinking this super tiny thing either looks like the cap of the hat of, I think it's Jotaro Joestar. You know, the delinquent guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Or a Kabuto. A little bit.
Oh, that's not an option you can pick from. Or one of those things in front of your belt.
The cap of his head? Yeah, the thing. You know, it's a cap, I guess, but like this thing that gives you shade. What's the term for that? I don't do hats.
It's shield shaped.
I hate when I see it. Thank you. Watch out, there's fire. The bill. Oh, the bill. Thank you. I did not know that. The next thing I got.
Wait, would you say that looks like a pineapple?
No.
Or an eagle?
No, it's a horseshoe crab. Tifa.
What about a baby?
Horseshoe crab.
Is horseshoe crab on the list?
All of these come with a list that tell you, oh, if you find this in the thing, it means that. I guess the closest thing to a horseshoe crab would be a spider. Let's just go with that.
Doesn't come close to spider.
With a spider it says Glück durch Fleiß. Joy from being busy. Not really, but I'll take it. The other tiny bit, it looks a bit like a thumbtack.
Yeah.
I need to show it to her first because it is so
too small to show on camera.
Infinitely small. Can you see this? Yeah, it's tiny. There, it's this thing. Thumbtack. What's thumbtack in German?
I have no clue.
You won't have joy being busy with Trauma Team?
Joy is maybe a big word.
Yes. Yes. Did I say hello Dark Lord? Hello Dark Lord. Happy Tuesday. What's thumbtack in German?
I have no clue. I even doubt that's on the list.
I'll go with Nadel, a needle. Watch out! Somebody's gonna lie about you. Okay.
I'm quite sure all of it will be 100% true.
Reißzwecke, kind of. Yeah. I don't think I can show the last one to the camera because it's a nipple.
No. That's you know, on the beach, these little fossils, the seashell fossils.
I need to show this to the camera. Right?
That's absolutely that.
This is a nipple.
I feel like you need bigger figures to melt.
This is an areola.
No, it's not. That's a fossil.
What kind of fossil?
I just told you.
A
there's
sand
a little
dollar.
round, yeah.
A sand dollar. I don't think that exists on this list.
It's absolutely that. You think nipple exists on that list?
No, it doesn't have that either.
Fossil is definitely the closest.
If it would be a woman, then it would mean I am loved. If it was a man, it would mean that I'll reach an old age. As it's a nipple, I think it's kind of both because everybody has nipples. No?
I have to say this list is kind of stupid.
It's wonderful. Give me
like
this.
Especially the things that you can get on there. Okay, give me the champagne bottle.
I'll pick one.
Actually, give me the
mushroom. Oh, here. It's Sekt.
No, I want the
mushroom. Sparkling one. How about we do 2 each? Because then maybe it will create something that's big enough.
No, that's a good idea.
From the next one.
For the next one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then we're even.
You'll receive elderly love. I might. Who knows? And this is the kind of stuff you do when you sit around with your entire family.
Well, this would
waiting for it to please turn midnight.
This would have been more fun than what we did.
That's true. How did you all spend your New Year's Eve? Because you want to tell people how we spent it?
Basically 6 hours on our phone, complaining about music on the TV.
But not
or listening to complaining.
Not even us complaining. After we all had dinner together from like 6 to like 7:30.
My mushroom's bubbling.
There you go. We went to my grandparents, and after we had dinner together, we sat in their living room, and my grandfather put some music show on the TV, and then spent the next 5 hours complaining about every single song, every single person on screen. But he also didn't look for something else to put on.
There wasn't anything. They did look.
That's true, I guess. I think I've read all of the internet twice in that time. And it felt like an entire year in that room. It was wild.
Yeah, the shitty thing is with New Year's Eve, none of us, and I'm not just talking about us, like, it seems like none of us want to be there, but everyone feels like they have to be there.
It's a social construct.
It's a really annoying night, honestly.
A little bit.
But if you say no...
I think it's melted. Dump it in. Be quick. Don't go anywhere near the water with that thing.
It's not in the water.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Well, you have something,
a pointy thing at least.
Something pointy.
Yeah, that's not...
This looks like a butt plug or a mouse. And I have no idea what this is. But good luck interpreting this. Oh, I know what this is.
A sword.
There you go. This is, if you spin it like this, it kind of looks like part of a stage in the Smash Bros games. In one of those Kirby ones. Dream Fountain, I want to say.
Give me this. What does this best look like?
I'll show off what else you got. It's either a sausage or a banana. Trying to get this on my fingers so that you can see it. There.
I think banana was...
Focus on my hand, camera.
Oh no, apple is on this list, but not banana.
It keeps focusing on me.
I made the wrong fruit.
No, why can't you see? It's too small for the camera. Sorry. Does this stream double as a Rorschach test?
I want to say no.
Yes.
That's still going to be a separate thing. Wait. There's a human in there. You see it?
A very fancy human in a dress.
There, the head,
kicking,
the body.
Yeah, kicking up like a dress.
Wait. It's a human bee. We've actually seen the bee movie, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Here, you have the human here. He's bending forward this way.
Don't tell
and
me,
this
tell
is
them.
his stinger. Yeah, but I can't show that on stream. It's
Yes,
too
you can.
small. Do we have a bee human on here?
I don't think bee-human hybrids... you like jazz? No, nobody does.
If it would focus on it, you might be able to see it.
Kind of there. Mm.
I want to say the human is on there.
Yeah. So M for Mensch or M for Mann, I guess. Or
well, there is
woman.
baby, there's kins. Hedgehog. Baby.
I mean, it does
kid.
have like this needle-like protrusion.
So here, man. Let's go with man.
Yes.
That means hohes Alter. So
You
you'll
don't get
reach
old.
high age.
Or it means you will feel really old this year. I'm gonna do two at once now.
Wait,
That's
whose
easy.
future are we predicting now?
Mine. You also got a banana/sausage.
Yeah, there's nothing on there that comes close to that.
And you have a scrap. Whatever that is.
No, that's a drill machine.
No hate for jazz on my watch. I like jazz.
I don't really care about jazz.
I can't say I've listened to much jazz. Does the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack count? If so, then I love jazz.
So try to make it one figure.
How would I do that, Tifa? How do I tell the liquid molten metal to stick together as I pour it in there?
By flooping it in as fast as possible.
I will not do that. I will not listen to you when I'm handling hot metal.
Oh, you can make a cake. Or try
What?
to. Well, cake is on there.
You can make a cake. Do you believe we have any control over the shape that will come out of this?
Some of the shapes on this are so ridiculous. There's like a... Okay, you got hedgehog. Good luck trying to make a hedgehog.
It's possible.
You got a reiter. Well, that's the
A
translation.
rider.
A rider.
Somebody riding a horse.
Like-
or other animal.
How are you gonna see a rider on a horse? Like, are you gonna make the horse as well?
Tifa, how did you mere moments ago see a person kicking up their outfit?
I gotta see something in it. Like, I understand now why you need the shadow. Can I try to do that with my phone?
Yes, you can create light with it. I remember this being way more eventful when I was a child. I don't know why. could be because my expectations were lower. Ride a jump, ride a kick. I don't think I've ever watched a single episode of Kamen Rider. So turn it around.
Even with the shadow in it. Well, I see why they would say use the shadow, because you can definitely create more things with it.
I love how she does it exactly in like the one spot that the camera does not pick up. Thanks, Tifa. This is now a podcast, I guess.
Yeah, but even then it's too small to get picked up. But you can definitely make more things. Like, now I can see Eagle.
If you say so.
Or Slug.
I have somehow managed to get less heat out of his flame, I think.
Well, it's not very big yet.
I feel like I need a flamethrower for this. If you kill the flame, I swear.
I'm making it bigger.
So why do you lean out of frame for that? At least be visible.
Properly aim at it, because from the other side I don't see it.
Oh my god, now one figure is fully melted, now the other one is cold again. No! Why is this so difficult? Oh my god.
You keep turning it off. What is this? I guess this is why it's not really a thing anymore.
That started me.
I think this is proof that usually when it comes to these things, Jack's the problem.
My fire is gone, this thing doesn't.
Do I need to get the cable?
This is fine, yeah, seemingly. No, it just doesn't.
Maybe it's empty.
Tifa, it's full. So, do we have any other fire sources here? Because...
yeah, we have matches in the drawer next to the fridge.
This is going swimmingly, isn't it?
Give those to me while you get the matches.
No, my...
Leave in the back.
Hey! I feel like we should just leave it at this because... Is this metal? No. Look at it. It looks a bit like a frog or dwarf. No? Think that's a frog?
I kind of see it.
Tifa, where do we have... Where are our matches?
Drawer next to the fridge.
Drawer and...
Yeah, where are you going to the living room? Grim Reaper from the side. I don't think I can see that. Let's try to get this thing to turn on in the meantime. Let me do this off screen so that Jack can't complain what I'm doing when he's back.
To Hot Jack is off screen and rummages through things in the...
Did you find them? It's a small box.
I believe so. Yes, we have.
How on earth did you manage to break it? I think you got stuff on the end.
That's unfortunate. I don't think I know how to...
I'll leave this off now.
I think this is the end of this part of the stream.
I swear if we ever need to make... if we ever need to survive
I'm
in
trying.
the forest.
You can see this.
Give me, please. That can't be that hard.
Can you please do it in frame so that we can all laugh at you? No, you're still not there. Yeah, come here.
Actually, I'm just as sad.
Are you doing it towards you? Really?
That might have done the trick. I feel like the moment you take a risk... Yeah, okay, I can't laugh at you. I'm just as sad.
So,
hey, no,
that was Bleigießen.
Why did I do that? I'm gonna keep...
Is there a German word for Grim Reaper? Ah, that's a good question. Der Sensenmann.
If this is the Grim Reaper, like it really worked. Like he's killed...
It's the Green Reaper because nobody wants us to put anything on fire.
First match is broken. Give me another match. This side is flat. Like, what the fuck? There's no friction on this.
Sensenmann of Finanzamt. That's the German IRS.
Do we have something with friction? Here, touch that. That's flat.
Oh yeah, nice.
How do you get friction on this?
That's not helpful at all. I could get you a nail file.
Oh, do you think that works?
I don't know.
Go get it. The one from the hotel, maybe.
Dumb ways to die.
No, seriously. This thing is completely flat. It just has color. Is there a way to light? You can strike a match by holding your finger closer to the edge. Well, I'm willing to do that.
That's also a nice way for Tifa to lose a finger.
As if. I'm not you.
So I don't know where those like single-use throwaway ones are. So this is the best I can do, an actual nail file. Wow, doing advertisements for...
Well, now they all know.
This is not working.
I'm just filing the... I'm just ripping the part off.
It's easier to do with a matchbook, which we do not have.
We do not have that. Yeah, I'm just...
Okay, I'm going to give you one more match.
Filing down the thing.
Yes. This is now the manicure part of the stream. Well, now we have a red nail file.
No, you're just scraping off the...
Give me the other thing again.
Well, the Grim Reaper ended it all.
Somehow, yes.
This thing has worked for months. Perfectly fine. And somehow...
Without any issues.
I still think attaching it to a cable might just solve the solution. I don't care what the
If only
lights
we had one. No, we don't have one that's currently unoccupied. So... There we go.
See?
Ta-da! Thanks to the power of hope.
So there was just blocking it.
No. Let's try with more flames, shall we?
I think you still need to hold it lower, because now the other flame doesn't do anything.
This is also getting hot on my fingers. Give me the matchstick. You can also use a magnifying glass. We don't have one of those either, I think. Ooh, flames.
Fancy.
Yeah, this is way faster. Yeah.
Now it's...
I'm a trained professional. Trained professional. Don't do this at home, kids.
Wait, we do have a
Stop moving!
We do have a magnifying glass.
Yeah, not now.
Detective Frog has one.
Yes, now give me this, because I'm worried. Here, now while I do this, you already melt the next two. Thank you.
The only thing you
That's a duck and a pig.
to make seem to be...
So...
Wait, wait, wait.
Ooh, one thing landed in the other.
Seem to be circles.
Kind of. You want a Kickstarter for this?
Sure, let me. You know, the moment you put it on there,
it works beautifully. So, Ew. What the hell did I make?
That has a short skull in it.
So...
That definitely has a skull in there. On the other side?
So I have made...
Fire.
Yeah.
Hey. Why did you do that? We just spent 10 minutes trying to put the fire on. This one is still slightly on.
Trained professionals, people. So, from one side, kind of stinks.
Like it.
Of course you do.
Just smells like matches.
From one side, it looks a little bit like Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle.
That's not an option though.
It is now. It would be nice if the camera focused on the thing.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to make the camera understand that there's something in front of it. It keeps focusing on you.
I mean, I am pretty, what can I say? So photogenetic, obviously.
Can I show it to this camera? Yes, a little bit. There you go. See? Little bit like calcifer. And from the other side, it looks like when you cut open a vegetable or fruit, and it looks like a demon ate the insides.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't like it. A powerful and terrifying fire demon. Yeah, kind of.
Who wants this one? Whose future will this one be?
You do. Pour it.
I already had my future.
Pour it. You didn't have a double one yet.
It's almost.
Pour it.
That's fine. It's almost done. It's not fully.
Yes, it is.
I still see part on the edge.
Pour it, Tifa.
Just stop talking down on it. It can see that.
It looks like a very flat frog now. Very good. Does anybody want to have their future read by the wonder that is Bleigießen?
Ooh.
Move. You made me kill the flame.
It's always you. I'm not sure what this is.
Stuff really begins to stink.
Supposed to be. You're better at showing.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You know where the cameras are, Tifa. There's one above you and there's one in front of you.
Not sure what this is.
It's kind of beautiful.
Let's see this list, what comes closest to it. A pineapple? No. A car? No.
Who melts a pineapple live on stream? Tifa.
A tree? No. A pretzel?
I swear, if you make my arm jiggle.
Fish? No. What's a garba?
A what?
A garba.
I have no idea. Don't think I ever heard the word before.
Oh, a kawai.
An antler.
An antler. Do you see an antler in this?
No, I don't. Not really. I haven't burnt myself yet. Garba. Close. It's with an E at the end. All the other letters are correct.
Yeah, instead of an A, an E. I have no clue what that is. A clay blood.
I have no idea.
There's words on here that I've never heard of. A lion? No. A moon? A moose? No.
Moose?
It says moose.
Chocolate mousse?
You have a thing with circles.
I'm gonna throw all the rests in here, if you don't mind.
Make one big
Maybe
one.
we can make a good one.
A sheaf. What's a sheaf?
What the fuck is it?
Thank you, but...
Thank you for helping, first of all. The words you're saying confuse us more.
I'm gonna go with snake.
Yeah. That works. I keep making these weird creatures.
And that means...
Oh, like a bundle of wheat or corn.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it's definitely...
Ooh, look! I made a horror face. Take it. Tell me what that means.
The future of the thing I just made means I will have enemies who don't...
Yes?
What's the translation? Misgunstig?
Who don't like you? Who
Who
don't
wish anything on me, for me. Who don't...
Who are jelly as fuck.
Basically that. Enemies who don't like me and don't want anything good happening to me. Well, maybe I shouldn't have gone for snake.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't seem like the most positive one.
Hey, at least there's also not positive ones on here.
I'm shocked our CO2 thingy hasn't gone off.
From what? There's
From
barely
the
any
stench.
smoke. There's barely any smoke.
Well.
If that thing went off by stench, it would go off every morning when you wake up. I'm sorry.
Excuse you?
That was me. There's barely any smoke. There's nothing for that thing.
Do you see what I'm dealing with?
To go off on.
I like how we have a candle, then I just make my own little fire down here.
Yeah. Looks kinda like a massacre. At least now we've used those matches. They've been there for a while.
Let's not set the tablecloth thingy on fire.
It's like a little campfire.
Alright, you ready for this one?
Yep, go for it. But try to make a shape, don't dump it in one line.
How do I do that?
By not going straight, like move it. Move it while you dump it. Not with such big distance.
Well, I've made...
Now you made 10 circles. Oh my god.
I've made lots of little blobs. Hey, there's a ring in this. Tifa.
Yeah, you did indeed.
There is a... Okay, from one side it looks like a really fucked up... I can't see the camera. It looks like a fucked up coin. But from the other side, it looks like there's a ring in it. Kind of like an oyster, except for a pearl.
Like a bowl, maybe.
Yeah, if this was an oyster, it would have a ring in it, not a pearl.
Mame, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy Tuesday. How are you doing?
Predicting the future with metal.
So I have created, Tifa, for us a coin plate with a ring with what looks like a bunch of turrets. That's the best I can give you. That's my ultimate fate with you, I guess.
What comes closest to that? There isn't even a bowl on here. Like, imagine.
But there is a ring. It says marriage, wedding.
Oh, it even has a jewel on it at the top.
Yeah. Or if it's like a nest of little things, I say while Tifa holds it out of the camera again.
You can imagine like a diamond on top of it.
If it's a nest, häusliches Glück.
Just the camera picked it up, maybe a little bit.
Happiness at home. Yeah.
I'll take it. Let's go for that.
And there goes our wedding. And the rest of the stuff in here is a bunch of... that's a jalapeno. This one. This looks like a prison shank. They're all tiny. Don't think you can see it.
Some could be eggs.
A teardrop.
But I don't like the meaning of egg, so they're not that.
The meaning of egg, according to this, is pregnancy.
So let's not go.
I do feel a bit bloated.
Unicorn horns.
Unicorn horns.
I don't think that's on it. Like
no,
these two could definitely be unicorn
looks like the
horns.
top you take off a milk bowl. A lindworm. I don't like any of those.
I don't think lindworm is a very good future.
For the sake of making it easier to clean up, I'm gonna throw all of this into this water bowl now. And then I say we take a short break, open a window in here because it stinks. Yes, Tifa likes it, but it stinks. And then we get to some trauma team.
Let's clean up a little bit.
But first, how does Jack know what a prison shank looks like? Television and movies. Thankfully, not speaking from experience. That's the answer. BRB?
BRB.
BRB.
And we're back.
We are. Tifa, what happened the last time we played Trauma Team?
Oh, not even. Oh, it's all cleaned up here. Our future has been predicted, so now we're ready to save all of those people thanks to the fortunate outcomes we have.
I should have been wearing this mask because, oh my god, the smell of the matchsticks is like somewhere in my nostrils. It's gonna give me a headache, I can tell you that.
The only problem I have is how cold it is in the room now. I had the window open.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. Nothing bad, nothing happened in the last stream. Yeah, keep it short and sweet, Tifa.
The last stream we actually solved the case of a poor lady who had brain cancer, and because of that started hallucinating and he started hearing things. She heard the voice, or she thought she heard the voice of God telling her to save her family by killing them. And by doing so by killing them. Yes. So she decided to, unfortunately, kill her daughter.
Ritualistic murder.
Yep. And after she killed her daughter, she cut a
put
symbol.
an insignia in her hand when the hallucinations she got made her seem like, oh no, you have to kill the rest of your family too, but you have to stab him in the hand first. So she tried to do that to her husband. He woke up, they fought, she died, and then we solved the case. And there were no emotions involved whatsoever. It was all very straightforward, and we totally didn't feel like shit at the end.
It was a bit tragic, but not as bad as some previous cases have been.
They're all kind of messed up. See, Tifa, that's how you do a quick and short recap. You're welcome, everybody.
But that's exactly where I was going, though. Like, I was straight on track.
Press the button on the Wii.
That I can do. I was perfectly on track.
I feel like in these situations, it's good if I help with a recap. It's faster. Look, Tifa, a Wii mode and a nunchuck, and you're sitting too close to the thing.
Fine, it's fine.
No, it's not.
It's moving perfectly fine.
If you say so. Why are you pressing buttons?
Because we're first on the menu screen.
Why are you pressing buttons? Are you ready?
We were on the menu. Oh my god.
Are you ready, Tifa?
I am ready.
Am I ready? Is there an order to these things? Correct. Let's play some traumating.
Wouldn't want you to miss. Continue.
Why can we not hear the game? 1 sec.
Is that just me? No.
Now we can.
Behind the lies. And we are starting a fresh chapter today.
Yes, thanks to Tifa ending the stream early last time.
We didn't end early. I just didn't start a new one. We ended overtime, actually. Crime of Passion. Are you ready?
I feel like crying from passion. Yes, start episode.
You're awfully feisty today.
No, please put that away. We don't need the laser pointer right now.
You don't have the laser pointer in cutscenes.
Thank you, Atlas. Thank you for that.
How should I know? I was just ordered to...
An elevator? Yeah.
I expected it to be the inside of a car.
I was last at an FBI office. If anything happens to me, I'll make sure they know about you.
About who?
Dr. Kimishima.
It's that little guy.
Yeah.
But why about him? What did he do?
Well, they have a history together, remember?
I mean, yes.
We don't know what exactly, but there is some...
No matter what?
They offered her a job.
Hughes, I'm a doctor, not one of your little agents.
You're a master surgeon who can't operate anymore. I wish I didn't have to resort to threats, Miss Kimishima.
What?
Let me remind you that you are only free on plea bargain.
Okay. Do you think she's one of the
The
bio-terrorists?
disease you gave yourself. You don't have that many cards left to play at this point.
The affected areas that were inoculated have been extracted.
A disease she gave herself.
Please don't forget. The genes imprinted in your cells will remain with you.
Gene therapy.
That's a little guy.
Please, stay alive till then.
She's one of the bio-terrorists.
I don't have a choice, do I? Let's talk business.
She has to be, no?
Or was that the first doctor eating?
Here's
The
the
one talking to her.
The agency thanks you for your cooperation.
I misread that so hard.
The raging bomber?
Yes, I misread that so hard.
Took you a while. Did you receive the biopsy sample?
So,
I was like, she's not gonna be able to treat that.
No bad feelings.
what if she's the doctor in jail for 2,500 years?
It could be.
I think that might have been the person talking to her.
Here's the special surgeon.
And the cause of it all? Could it be an epidemic?
Or maybe not.
I can't say. Like you, I'm getting a bad feeling here.
He knows Gabe Cunningham for some reason.
Anyways, try and get over here as soon as possible.
She's had dealings with the hospital before.
Dealings, huh?
You're Dr. Kimishima of CIFM, right? I'm with the Gossip.
If your newspaper is called The Gossip, you know it's quality.
Cases.
I'm not involved.
Come on, don't be like that. Is it true you can hear the dead?
How do they know this?
Why were you at the FBI?
People working with
About
her
the bombings?
probably talk.
And they believe her.
They could go like, oh, she thinks she talks to the dead, or she gets phone calls from the dead,
What a
something.
mess. The media doesn't know what discretion is.
Corpse Whisperer. That's kind of a badass nickname, though.
A little bit.
It's as if they revel in the deaths of innocents.
Well, death cells.
Kimishima, the corpse has arrived.
What's with those clothes?
I see all dressed in white.
There's some camera crews outside, so
Dressed for the occasion.
Dr. Kimishima, hey, wait up!
A fully white suit with a white shirt and everything else is a statement.
Attention.
You're getting a call, Tifa.
Some things.
Hi there.
Moshi Moshi?
This is Patrick.
Do you know him, Melissa?
No, well, it's a new case.
Tifa, sit like a human.
I can absolutely
for
do
that.
that. Thank you.
The voice. He was cut off.
Guess he was driving through a tunnel.
Didn't he even have a chance to see his death coming?
Well, this is just a sign of how fast he died.
Must leave you unsatisfied. All right. I'll find the malice lurking in the dark.
Okay, so she has to have been part of a bio-terrorism thing, right?
You're late, little guy. Hurry up and get ready.
He's just like me for real. Everybody that can pull off a pure white outfit suit thing like that, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Does look really nice.
Are we gonna call brain-altering tumor number 3? It kinda has to be, no? Like, that's kind of a thing. It's the latest rage.
Nah, I think we're gonna go with something else. There's
Like what?
no brain altering.
Penis fracture.
I want to read the summary before I make a guess.
Alright.
You're the one who left me behind.
Ain't gonna press a button?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Press a button first.
Because of your foolishness. Tell me the facts.
All right. The case this time is the series of bombings lately.
I gathered this is about the raging bomber, correct?
They had to know
Raging
what they did
bomber.
when they gave that character that name. Come on.
I don't really
Come
see your
on.
problem, but.
Yes, he calls his victims first and has killed 3 so far. A politician, an entertainer, and now an athlete.
Okay, a politician, entertainer, and an athlete.
I see. And
An
there are
athlete?
clues?
Athlete.
No wonder
athlete.
the FBI's panicking.
What's an athlete?
Athlete.
Athlete.
That's what I'm saying.
Ouch, that's harsh. But I can't argue against it. This body is the former Aiden Posner, a tennis player. Since the First Lady is coming to Portland in a few days, we need this case solved ASAP.
So this isn't for the people who live here. How noble.
I kind of want to say that who wants to go to Portland on their spare
So,
time?
what does this have to
This
do with a
is-
first lady suddenly? What the fuck?
Because there's a serial bomber on the loose that has also killed a politician. Serial bomber?
I can't get over the raging bomber, I'm sorry.
So what if he also bombs the first lady or tries to? You kind of want a serial killer behind bars by that time?
Good thing it's only because she's afraid, not because, I don't know, he's going around killing people in general. He's going to make a podcast about her dead tennis husband. Probably. Who knows?
It's not like that. It's in everyone's best interest.
In any event, what do we know about the case?
I just want to believe that it has nothing to do with a tumor. This time it's just someone who is of the opposite political beliefs and is taking out everyone who votes a certain way. We're going political.
Question. If I already know this is the latest victim of the raging bomber, What exactly are we here to do?
Try to find out who the bomber is.
Oh, okay. Now we swapped sides. Instead of doing forensics, we are now like the chief of police or whatever.
Honestly though, we've done both the entire time.
True.
We've done all of it.
Yeah, there's very little money in healthcare, so we all need to do multiple jobs.
We've checked the body, we've checked the crime scenes, we've checked the evidence, we've connected the dots, we found the killers, we checked the suspects.
I guess.
The only thing we didn't do is have actual contact with the suspects.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Probably still coming to.
We have items left at the scene and his manager's testimony. We also have a record of the call before the bombing.
Right, let's check everything. We might find a clue. I'm not going to sympathize or have pity on you, but I will see that you get the farewell you deserve. Let's begin. Show me how your flame was extinguished.
Wait, why is she suddenly talking smack about Aiden Posner? Does she
She's
not
been
like
saying this at every single scene.
No, the part before that.
I'm
Like,
not gonna
oh,
pity you.
I'm not going to pity you.
She said that in every single case. That's how she starts.
I thought she only has one catchphrase, that one.
No, that's
No
how
shit.
she starts.
Okay,
And then it gets to this.
if you say so. I'll take your word for
She
it.
has definitely said that.
Professional tennis player killed in a bombing at his home. Victim of a serial bomber. Alright.
The truth can never truly die. Let's do this.
Alright.
So the body and the victim's personal effects have been delivered to the evidence room?
That's right. I've also sent you the witness statement from the victim's manager.
Alright, let's begin the investigation. Body first?
Yes. Let's start by leaving.
Let's get her. She's a professional, can't get feelings in the way. Yeah, I think having like a catchphrase and an ending phrase might also help to have this ritual going on for yourself. Like when you start something and close it off. I'm not sure if it would help for me, but...
I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, let's examine the corpse. He
Ooh.
has all of his toes. Ooh, that looks nasty. All toes fine. Legs are fine.
What's on his palm? On the right hand. Down. There, on the inside of his fingers.
Looks like this blister.
The epidermis on the hand has thickened stratum corneum. This indicates repeated application of pressure, friction.
Oh, from his tennis racket, I would assume.
Oh, it's hornhaut.
Yeah.
A condition commonly known as a callus.
That, it's a callus, or calluses.
Oh, correctly, his occupation was...
First question: singer, tennis player, politician, greengrocer. What's
He was
greengrocer?
somebody who sells fruit and vegetables.
Oh, wait, greengrocer? Oh, I'll take
I
it.
guess. Found the killer. Hit like and subscribe.
as a tennis player. This means that his dominant hand was...
You'll find out who it was in the next episode.
Leave your theories in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Something like that. Yeah, no, I think that's a horrible catchphrase.
Oh,
He's got Bartholomew Kuma paws. Kuma I know from Tekken. Is that the same Kuma?
that doesn't ring a bell.
Of the guy from JoJo Part 4.
We
I
were
think I've seen that.
checking his left hand or his right hand? Right hand? I don't recall which side. I think it was left though.
A right-handed, left-handed, ambidextrous or ambi-sinister. He was evil on both sides.
You sure it was right, not left? Oh,
Yeah, right hand.
okay.
Ha!
This means it's gonna be important. There's gonna be something where the left hand did it.
You know, earlier I said the cause of death was a penis fracture as a joke. I'm not saying they're gonna go with it, but...
The bomb came by the left hand.
Right. This, along with the musculature on the arm, suggests he was right-handed.
So what's this
That's his glutes, Tifa.
on the side?
What is this? There's some kind of substance on his finger. It's peculiar that it's there. Further research may tell us more.
It goes all the way up to the hand. Right.
This looks so pain. Actually, this looks really creepy.
Oh, it's a One Piece reference. I never got far enough to know my character. This pads on his hands where they push anything anywhere. That sounds cool. It's so funny because Sinister and Dexter are literally Latin for left and right. I did not know that.
That makes kind of sense actually, to then use those words for it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one thing.
This?
The pattern of these wounds may help us determine how far the victim was from the explosion.
The pattern on him looks like he would be, you know, in an RPG, in like the starting area you fight certain monsters and then sometimes they recycle the same monster and it comes back stronger at some point later.
Yeah.
This would be the evil demon version.
Yeah, I kind of imagine these as ice.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's slightly creepy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Would make a fire tattoo, not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
You could absolutely go with that.
Or for Tifa, a branding or scarification.
If you do this, I would go with scarification. But I'm not a big fan of branding. I prefer scarification results over branding.
People used to think being a southpaw meant you were just ungodly or evil, hence the term sinister. That is so wild that people have so many complex feelings about people using a certain hand for something. It's...
Yeah, but left-handed, or being left-handed is kind of rare. So you stick out of the bunch.
I was left-handed as a kid.
And if it's like 1 in 100, especially in medieval times, I can imagine. It's like witchcraft.
I was left-handed at a very, very young age, and when my grandmother drilled into me, no, use your good hand. And then I became right-handed. It's something you can technically train yourself out of it, but just smack your hands until you do it right. Yeah, yes. Like, well, I didn't get smacked, but I got sternly talked to. I learned a new word, southpaw. We also use that in boxing, actually. Okay.
Can I not take this thing out? That's what I was actually aiming for.
If you maybe actively just touch that.
This piece of metal is lodged in the corpse's body.
See?
This is
Pull it
probably
out.
because...
Oh god. The killer stuck it there. He fell on it when he died. The explosion blew it there. Extreme form of body piercing. Okay. Listen, I need this to be recorded for the future. If you, listening, watching, are ever working as a forensics expert, and for some reason Tifa's body ends up as your suspect, the answer with her most likely is extreme form of body piercing.
That's not true.
It is possible.
I don't think I would still do an extreme body part now. The only thing I would still be interested in is body suspensions.
I already have one extreme body part and I think that's enough.
But other than that, no.
Talking of course about my ginormous brain. Yeah, the explosion.
I think we can agree on the explosion did it.
The force from an explosion can turn almost anything into a deadly projectile.
Almost anything.
Later to find out just what it is, though.
Maybe it's an I-beam. It is mysterious metal after all.
It's part of it.
Oh my god. Fucking
Alright.
Portland, man.
We are... I like how it's a very neat line, by the way.
Maybe he was sitting at a table.
Oh, that could explain it.
Like he held it in his arms. And then it just shrapnelled him. I think there's more.
She just said there's nothing more we can do.
Oh, I didn't see it. Can't escape the I-beam. Yeah, I-beam takes another victim.
Oh, you might be right, because the pants look perfectly fine.
Yep.
The back also seems good. This looks...
But wait, if it's the torso and the top of his shirt, that means he had his arms facing inwards, like this. Normally when I carry things, I carry them like this. But
who says he was carrying something? He could have like been in...
It can't have been like this because it hit the front and this. So if anything, like this.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. If he was just standing straight. Remember, he got surprised.
So was he flexing like... Well, he was not a liar because his pants are not on fire.
Oh my god. It's so bad.
Nice. When's the final boss? The JB. I hope never. I hope never.
Don't give them any ideas. No. His clothes have been burned by the force of the explosion. Examining the corpse may tell me more.
Yeah, we did that. But the buttons are still on.
Is there anything that I can select that tells me more?
Check the back.
The back was all fine.
This all looks normal.
Oh, fuck. There are fewer injuries to the lower body than there are to the upper half. I wonder if I'll be able to learn more if I examine the corpse. Okay, so there's nothing to...
I was gonna say, maybe it's just the texture work or it's the up-resing the image from the emulator, but it seems very dirty.
I don't think for now we can get anything here.
Alright, time to investigate it, huh? Let's talk to little guy about things.
Recording first, or...?
Do we have a recording? When you?
Yeah, we should have one.
Melissa Farrell, 31, Aiden Posner's manager. She was asked about the events leading up to the explosion and precautions taken. She looks like she could have been his sister.
It's because they're both blonde.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yes, I'm alright. I've calmed down now.
She's rather composed. Most people would still be panicking. She just said she calmed down.
Yes, I'd heard that the next target would be an athlete.
I see. So she knew about the bomb threat beforehand. So he literally mentioned his next victim.
I'm not quite sure yet if he just called somebody and tells them it's gonna be an athlete. Click. Or if he calls the target themselves. Because that's how I first understood.
Well,
that
they do say he calls
Aiden
the target.
Posner.
That's what I understood as well. Maybe the target gets the next victim.
But I never imagined Aiden would be murdered.
That's only natural. Nobody expects to become involved in something like this. Also, I feel like this is horrible timing.
Why?
Because this week the Olympian athlete, I forgot his name, has also been murdered in Kenya, I believe. He was a runner for one of the countries. Coincidence?
This game predicted it somehow.
We just had the security on his home increased after all.
Okay, so they did prepare. Unfortunately, he still died in the end.
Yes, the more famous you are, the more danger you're exposed to.
She's absolutely right.
On the day it happened, I was going to go over some arrangements with him.
I see. Was that when she discovered the corpse?
I called him about an hour before.
Also, discovered the corpse. Wouldn't you hear an explosion in a house?
Yes.
Wouldn't
Depends on where the house is though, and how big the explosion.
Because
if he lives somewhere secluded in the mountain, like the previous victim,
yeah,
then
if he has
good
like
luck.
an estate.
Yeah.
Fair.
If it's like in the middle of an apartment block, then more likely, yeah.
Yeah, fair, fair. The last time she contacted Aiden was an hour before she went to his house.
He seemed to be perfectly normal then.
Does that mean that he didn't suspect that he would be killed?
When I parked in front of his house, it suddenly exploded.
The whole house!
So the explosion occurred at the moment she arrived. Or in a mansion with a huge area with guard area.
Yeah.
Flames just burst out of the windows. It was so sudden.
I'm shocked that there is a corpse left at this point.
I see. The impact of the blast must have shattered the windows. Of course we need a corpse.
No, we don't actually. The second case showed that. We can just make things up by piecing pieces back together, which is impressive, but still.
I thought that there had been a gas leak or something and that I had to rescue him.
She instantly leaped into action to save him? Brave girl.
To be fair, she's also the manager. My livelihood!
Just because you're the manager doesn't mean you would run towards a burning building.
You don't know how much money she makes off.
I seriously doubt that's anyone's first reaction.
I've met some people where I would think that.
That you might think about that, that is one thing. But to leap into action, believing your money is burning there, I seriously doubt that.
I hope not.
Nah, I doubt it.
The backdraft, yeah.
And I saw him on the floor.
I see. I'm not surprised. Aiden should have been hit with the full force of the explosion.
I frantically pulled him out by his legs, but
Oh no, my client exploded.
I must go save him.
15% off of a shit ton of money is still a shit ton of money, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to believe that was her thought.
At least she was able to pull all of him out by his legs.
I'm suddenly having these horror scenarios where only the legs come along and the rest of the body is still laying there.
It's turned into mincemeat.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's not...
I mean,
unbelievable.
you run into a house, you know there's at least one person in there, you see their legs and there's smoke and fire everywhere. You pull the legs and in the heat of a moment you think,
why is this so light?
It's the adrenaline, this is so easy. And then you at the door and you realize, well...
People in desperate situations can muster up amazing feats of strength.
Exactly.
by the time I got him out of the house, he wasn't breathing anymore.
That would mean that Aiden was already dead at that point. Yeah.
But he was breathing when she pulled him still. That's the implication of that.
Nah, she didn't check. When she checked, he wasn't breathing anymore.
I hope so, because, oh my god.
Dr. Kimishima, did you review the testimony recording?
But what's weird is she said it exploded. Wouldn't you say suddenly there was an explosion? Like she knew it was a bomb?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking the whole house went up in flames. Because she said, I pulled up to the house, it exploded. So either it, the bomb, which is like a fishy way of phrasing it, at least it points at something, or to me that meant the whole house went boom, which is why I was shocked that there was any pieces of Aiden left.
I wanna agree, but I know how I talk myself, especially in a stressful situation.
Yeah, Tifa is the first one to implicate herself out of sheer stupidity.
Like, well, of course, I start acting
I didn't do
it! In situations like this.
Wasn't me!
Not because I want to, I just...
You have a million thoughts racing in your head and one of them reaches your mouth first.
Yeah, basically.
I get it.
It's the same like when I go into a store and I don't buy anything and I go out and I see the security guys watching me. I start acting suspicious as fuck. And I don't do it because I want to. But it's like I get so conscious about every step I make that I start to act really weird. And usually I do myself a favor, and when I step out of the store, I stand in front of the store for a moment and then I look at my phone, maybe pretend I'm getting a phone call, and then I walk away. It's like, if I stole something, I wouldn't be standing still in front of your store after I left, right?
That's a bit much. But did any of you ever have that moment when you're just walking somewhere and you realize, do you think other people are looking at the way I walk? Do I walk funny? And then suddenly, instead of, just walking, you go... like, it feels like you're walking like this.
We have those discussions.
That's what I have.
Before. I have that all the time, but not that I think other people think I look funny, but because I start thinking myself about how I walk.
Yeah, potato, same thing. Ultimately. It's like, I'm walking like a normal human, with my human legs and my human feet. Look at me walking.
What's that game called? Quark?
Quap.
Then you start walking like you're on Quap.
Yeah, basically. Or Octodad. Maybe we should stream it at some point. I like to believe that investigators know how innocent witnesses can be nervous. Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so many people have something like that.
Jack just walking along with both of his entirely human legs. Always. Always.
Oh, by the way, about the manager.
Oh?
There's almost no chance that she's the culprit.
Almost.
How do you figure that?
We've done a complete background check on her, and her home has been searched thoroughly. Based on that, I'd say that we can trust her testimony.
Is that so? So, is the bomber a magician then?
Huh?
According to the manager's testimony, the victim's security was perfect. How did this so-called revolutionary plant the bomb in his house, arm it, and time the explosion perfectly to kill the victim?
I know how.
It was someone he knew. What was his last word? Samantha? Are you here?
I forgot already, but we can check in a moment. I think the trigger was the manager.
How did she trigger it?
Unknowingly.
Yeah, but how?
A proximity sensor. Like, the bomb was planted already by someone.
No, there was someone there. He heard something. Remember, he turned around and called for Samantha before the bomb exploded. His sentence was cut off by the explosion.
Yeah, maybe he was just calling his girlfriend if she wanted a snack or something. I think those are unrelated. I think somebody put the bomb in this place at some point in the past, and when the manager pulled up, like they put something on her car, like a signal sending device, so that when she got in range of a house, suddenly, boom.
Could be, but I think a timer or a button press is enough.
Like one of those Bluetooth tag thingies, I guess. And the moment that thing came in range, it sent the signal and boom.
Actually, there can't have been someone in his house.
Why not?
Because then there would have been a second body.
Maybe he was on the phone.
Oh, true. They get a phone call just before.
Yeah, like,
So
hey
he
hon,
picked up the
can you
phone.
pick up toast on your way home?
So his last words were on the phone when he thought Samantha called, which is his manager, right?
Possibly.
What was the phrasing again of the demon phone call? It was like, Samantha...
We're gonna listen to it in a moment, or we're gonna check the card in a moment. I already forgot as well.
Are you there already or something? Let's have a look.
Good question. The only thing we can say about this bomber is that the victims were killed by bombs.
Also, why do I think we will need to check every single case, including the previous 2 murders?
High chance.
Oh dear
Let's
lord.
continue investigating then. It's my job to solve cases like this.
Unknown method.
So, little guy, where's the other recording?
Oh, you mean that recording of a bomb threat, right? I can send it to you right now.
This doesn't make sense. The bomber actually allowed his voice to be recorded.
Yeah, I don't think he agreed to it. Well, he calls himself a revolutionary in the message. But he gave specific details about the bombing before it happened. It has to be him.
He's either an idiot or he's confident that he won't get caught. Anyway, I'll listen to it. I might find out something.
The revolutionary's 4th statement. 4th. Let's check the demon phone card first.
Well, I think he calls his victims, and the 4th one is a warning about the next one.
Check the thing.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Melissa, what could this be?
B? Maybe he saw the bomb. He looked at it,
Maybe like a gift?
and then it exploded?
I could envision multiple scenarios, like you in your house, on your desk, like dining table, whatever, there's a wrapped gift and there's a card on it that says from Melissa. And you go, Melissa? What could this be? Boom.
True, that could also be it.
Or Melissa is, I don't know, the housekeeping.
No, Melissa was the manager.
Or Melissa was his parrot.
That could also be
Little guy,
while we're here.
something looked at.
Okay. This. It's a piece of steel pipe. You could find this anywhere. What do you need me to check?
It was lodged in Aiden's corpse, probably propelled by the blast.
I see. I'll perform a chromatographic scan on it then.
Please do.
This.
Have you found anything out?
There's black powder on it. It was probably used as the propellant in the explosion.
Makes sense.
I see. If that's the case, then that piece of metal is...
Fired from a cannon. Fired from a cannon, shrapnel from a bomb, part of an old-timey rifle, or a mislabeled pepper shaker.
Oh my god. Like, how?
Clearly.
How do you even come with this?
Clearly answer D is the correct one. Shrapnel from a bomb, come on.
I was totally willing to go for it. Still love how gift is German for poison.
Yeah, that throws every child learning English for a loop. How can a gift be something positive?
Gifts can be both.
Yeah. I have an idea. The bomb was in a box. When he opened it, there was a photo of a Melissa invalid and then boom. That could also be.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Not just our Melissa, of a Melissa.
I mean, yeah. Maybe some nudes labeled Melissa.
It's most likely part of the bomb that killed the victim. Black powder and a steel pipe. We're one step closer to finding out how this bomb was made.
Okay, so we have the bomb fragment, a black powder.
It was a spicy package after. Oh lord. Yes it was. Yes it was.
How did the bomb get in there? We don't have that yet. Oh.
Have that checked out?
What's this substance, little guy?
Wait!
Give me a moment. I'd
You
assume
tell her.
something that was carbonized by the blast. No, wait.
What's the matter?
It's a mysterious bruising.
Well, this isn't soot or a remnant of something that had been burned.
Then what is it?
If I were to make a decision based on what I see here, it's carbon dust.
I really thought they were gonna go with mysterious bruising.
It's gonna be super cancer again in his hand,
For a
in his finger.
For a second I saw it.
Carbon dust. Where do you get carbon dust from?
Why would something like that be on the victim?
We're gonna find out.
I thought you'd ask that, but, well, I don't have a clue.
Tell me why they hired you again?
Hey, people don't just run into carbon dust in their daily lives.
Yeah, what the hell?
Using it as a component in a bomb is unusual too. Honestly, I just don't know.
Oh well. Let's just keep this fact in mind for later then.
Do you use carbon dust for something with tennis?
I have no clue what you use it for.
Not what I ever heard, but carbon dust on finger. Alright.
Okay, bomb get there, dust on finger, wounds.
Can I bother you, little guy? I want to know more about these wounds.
Sure. The wounds spread in a radial pattern. Looking at the angles, it seems that they're centered on the abdomen.
In an explosion, the shockwave travels in a sphere from the point of origin. Of course, parts of the bomb and the surrounding materials are caught up in the shockwave. The wounds on the body indicate this radial pattern. If the bomb did in fact cause these wounds, the bomb must have been
Within a meter, over 2 meters, over 5 meters, an extremely long distance.
In a meter, I guess.
I wanna say the same. I wanna believe, I have no clue what the correct answer is based on what we got, but I wanna believe that he was right in front of it. And that he saw it, basically.
I don't know. Outside of just flat out guessing, which is what we're doing educatedly, I don't know what the game told you so far that allows you to be able to calculate that yourself.
He was close to it.
It was correct though. Close range explosion.
Yes. It would have been very close, within a meter of the victim. In other words, the bomb was right in front of the victim when it went off.
Based on his last words, I want to believe he saw the bomb in whatever form it was
Yeah.
and started talking about that.
Yikes. I'd never want that to happen to me.
Check the thing again.
Which one was it here? Bomb
Alright.
was right in front of him when it exploded. Can try these. No.
Carbon dust.
Let's listen to the recording.
Yeah.
Let's go over to
Ranger, thank you very, very much for a research. Happy New Year. Happy Tuesday.
Happy
How are
New
you doing?
Year.
How was your NFL game?
Thank you for the resub. You had some pretty nice seats.
Yes.
Judging from the pictures you posted. When's your next game? Who's Witness B, by the way?
This is the bomber.
Oh yeah, the recording of the bomber. Yeah, true.
We talked about this.
Yeah, but I forgot.
Happy Taco New Year. I wish I had tacos right now.
Can I swap for burritos?
I'll take both.
I'm not a taco person. I'm a burrito person.
This guy.
Hey! You listening? It's the revolutionary!
I don't know why, but I did not expect the voice recording to be like this.
It's slightly opening of a Disney movie where the villain gets introduced.
Yeah, the villain knows he's the main character.
Yeah. Or like, do you remember Batman, the Brave and the Bold? I think the only episode you know somewhat is the I'm the music meister. I cannot help but boast.
No.
With Neil Patrick Harris.
Isn't that from...
That's Batman.
Let me stop. From,
It's yeah. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. It's a TV show.
I've never seen that.
But you know the episode with the music meister because I've listened to it a million times.
I did not think that was from that.
Anyway, it gives me the same energy. Like kids, cartoon show, the villain is revealed at the beginning of the episode. It's the villain of the week kind of thing.
So wait, isn't that from Les Miserables?
The Music Meister.
There was a... I thought this was a... What do you call it? A mock version of...
A song? A parody?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
The Music Meister is a Batman villain.
I don't know why I always thought that.
Voiced by Neil motherfucking Patrick Harris.
Well, obviously the answer is no.
Why doesn't Batman dance anymore? Tifa dreamed the dream of days gone by. That song makes me cry every time.
I was so sure that was a scene in the inn at some point.
Fantine had a hard life.
But I forgot what song they do play.
Currently at work waiting for my training timer to expire. Okay? Keep watching videos at double speed so
too much time.
Do you still understand what they're saying at double speed? Because I wouldn't.
No, at 2 times speed you can still understand what's being said.
I wouldn't. But
and especially if
impressive.
It's like those boring videos about security and...
You know, the unimportant stuff.
Secure passwords, oh come on. Those are so easy with a bit of common sense.
Rav and I are hoping to go to a game every year as a new tradition. Could not believe how clearly we could see every single play. 10 out of 10 at Mile High Stadium.
Nice.
I'm happy you had fun.
I hope you guys still get to see a new match this year.
It's about a new HR system. Super duper boring.
I guess. Yeah.
I would never say somebody should just not care at work, but...
I usually try to skip those 2 and then just click around.
See, without like online training systems, they don't have a skip button anymore. Once you start a session, you have to do the whole thing at 1 time speed. You also cannot speed them up.
Yeah, we in our new ones also have like a timer, but who waits? But you just do something else in the meantime.
It's not like the system knows when you walk away. Alright, so it's the revolutionary.
You guys must be total idiots! I win again!
Murder is never a game. What a fool.
Set the video game. I just want to point out the irony here. I agree with her statement, but the reason we can witness this is because literally this is a video game right now.
3 out of 3! Sweet ridiculous! Seriously, the police here are a joke!
Sweet Diculous is also gonna be my porn name.
That could be a great name, actually.
The spelling will be slightly different, though.
That is actually a great name. I'm gonna reserve that already.
Words to never say mid-coitus.
I'm not
hey,
sure
baby.
I can deny that right now.
How was I? Sweet Diculous.
Sounds like Monokuma.
Little bit.
Like a worse version, yeah.
At least the Unabomber was eloquent. This is torture.
Yes.
It's Sweet Diculous, man. Alright.
But still, now the big boys are listening, yeah?
He's one mouthy punk. I wonder if he'd say the same if he knew what would happen next. Richard?
You know, who is it that's in the newspaper? The Corpse Whisperer?
Corpse Whisperer, huh? Can't believe that disgusting nickname.
No, time out, Naomi. I think he's implying that you are the next target.
No, we don't know yet. We're gonna hear now.
Yeah, that is one smoking hot tomato. She's definitely my type.
Unfortunately for him, my type isn't complete idiots who don't know their place. So is he gonna call her out or does he want her on the case?
I think he's just busy simping.
Now that she's paying attention, I'll be nice and give this my best shot too.
Best shot. I wonder what he thought about his other murders then. Well, he did say 2.
Ready? Okay. It'll be a white guy.
Whew, that definitely...
I'm slightly nervous now.
everything. That tells us everything. This narrows it down to, like, what? The entirety of Portland?
Most of it, I would guess, yeah. Tomato is an old-timey word for hot lady. I thank you again for educating us. I have never heard that.
Same. A white guy. Is that all he's going to tell us about the next target?
That's my only hint. You'd better try your best.
Sounds like he was very sure that he'd never be caught. I'm sorry, but
It's little guy.
he doesn't know little guy.
It's little guy. The next target is little guy.
Oh, a white guy. He was
He dressed in
white.
all white.
Oh, look at you.
They're gonna go full on the nose.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
He was dressed in white, exactly. He's gonna kill the gun, exactly.
Oh, look at that.
What do I call a hot jack? I mean, guy. Sweet-diculous. The game taught us that earlier. Sweet-diculous. Just a
With
placebo.
CK.
No, that's my porn star name.
She's supposed to be a real firecracker, right? I'm looking forward to this.
I'm going to find you, and I'm going to murder your entire... No, you'll regret everything you've said and done. What a weirdo.
What a lunatic. He disgusts me.
Imagine being so brain-rotted that you see a person you find attractive and go, I'm gonna get her attention by going on a murderous spree. That's clearly gonna get my way to her.
He already went on a murderous spree. But now he's doing extra his best because she's on the case. He even said that he saw her in the newspaper and was like, oh, now that you're on the case. Were you paying attention?
No, I was busy being sweet-diculous. Alright.
This murder is just a game to him. Sick bastard. Well, it's not like we're ones to talk.
Have you forgotten our promise, little guy?
Oh, right. No talking about the past.
Okay, these two are 100% former co-workers / colleagues of hot main anime character CSR01 or whatever his name was. 400 years in jail bio-terrorist.
So you think
they ratted him out.
They're also the bio-terrorist that he didn't get ratted out. He was caught on the scene with memory loss.
But they probably said it was him.
Oh, that could be.
Maybe he was part of it somehow.
So you think they're basically working to pay off their debt as well?
Morally, at least, yeah. They did for hanky-panky.
Was
Yes.
the voice on the phone processed
I
at
think
all?
so too.
We've run a spectrographic analysis on the voice from the recording. It doesn't
Psycho.
look like there's any audio manipulation being applied to the voice. Cocky bastard.
Stop pressing A. Why do you think she calls him little guy?
Splits the his nickname.
I wanted to say my line earlier, but Tifa kept triggering voiced lines.
Excuse me, this is just a really long line.
Yeah, and I leaned forward to speak and you pressed A. I was just typing. One brain
So
cell.
that's the revolutionary's real voice, is it? If that's true, then we can tell that he's
A young male,
An
female,
alien.
an old man, an alien. I mean, his thinking is a bit alien.
Okay, first of all, this is the future where super cancer exists. So voice changers are a thing.
He literally just said they can exclude that he used a voice changer and used his actual voice for the recording.
I'm sorry, I shared one brain cell and I had to...
Have you not been paying attention to anything so
No,
far?
because I had my super awesome sentence and then you triggered 2 lines and I had to
There's a
wait.
whole scene about this.
No, you... See, this is what happens when Tifa does press A. It just...
I didn't skip anything.
I think it's an old man.
It's a young male.
That was a young man's voice. He also gave us an advance notice of the next bombing. He said that his next target would be...
A Caucasian man, a Caucasian woman, the nation of Japan.
Japan suffered enough bombs. Oh, there's the SIFM again.
The CIFM director. Okay.
Is that their organ? Is that like their
Yes.
FBI? Okay.
Yes. So, first things first, he said a white guy, and I'm pretty sure he means little guy, but let's go with a Caucasian man. I will never forgive the Japanese. For what?
Young male?
A Caucasian male. That's a little vague.
See?
We're doing what we can to narrow down possible targets.
This is the problem with smart people. He didn't say, my next target shall be a Caucasian male. He didn't say that.
No one speaks like that.
Saying it's overthinking. Sometimes a table in a poem is just a table. And sometimes a white guy is literally a white guy.
Yeah, but you say it's a white guy, which I fully agree with because we've literally just seen him in a white suit. Time has passed, we have no clue how much time has passed. You wouldn't think of that in the actual situation.
But I just did.
Yeah, because you saw it 2 minutes ago.
So did she.
No. Do you know how much time passes in between these things?
Maybe she should work on her short/long-term memory.
If you were in this actual situation, I 100% guarantee you that would not be your first
We're gonna get
I'm so sure.
the anime moment where at the end of the investigation she just sits there like, oh my god, I still cannot figure out who the next victim is gonna be. Time is running out. Lives are at stake. And then she thinks, I need to call little guy. And then she goes, little guy. And then we get a flashback to him in the lobby or whatever that was earlier, dressed in full white. And then she's gonna run there, and then we're gonna hear an explosion, and it's gonna cut to black, and that's gonna be the end of a fucking chapter. What should happen?
It
Now
wouldn't
hurry
be
up.
the first time.
Oh, good. We don't want any more deaths from this maniac's hands.
No?
Dr. Kimishima, another corpse has arrived.
Another one? What are you talking about?
The newest victim. There was another bombing.
There goes my point.
The raging bomber again?
That was fast.
Yes, apparently. The corpse is in the autopsy room. Please investigate it when you have time.
Wait,
But
wait.
that has to be
No,
the white guy
no,
then.
No, my plan still works. The one that died now, that's a copycat killer. That is somebody
Look at it right away.
pretending to be the raging bomber.
Don't think
Watch
you
it.
can just-
Watch me be correct. We're gonna deal with 2 people here. Yeah?
Let's have a
Not
look who's in
2
the evidence.
victims, but 2 killers.
If it's our bomber, it has to be... Oh, I was expecting white clothing here maybe too, but...
How many more will there be by the time this is all over?
Oh,
I can't hear anything. So he died before he was able to say anything about his death.
or he's not dead?
You really think he would be on an autopsy table after a bombing when he's not dead?
Okay, this is one of my nightmare scenarios. Yeah, sorry, this is gonna trigger people. It's gonna trigger me potentially. One of my greatest fears is being buried alive. It's not something that commonly happens. You and I don't have to worry about this. Not realistically, ever. But it has happened before that a doctor has found somebody declared dead and then later they regain consciousness.
I mean, yes, it's
Mistakes
not
are made. It happens. They're all just people.
I do remember a story of a woman who was...
No, nobody needs to hear the story.
Oh, she wasn't actually buried alive.
Good.
So can I still tell the
No.
story? Oh, okay.
No.
Fine. You take this, by the way.
What if little guy is the bomber? That would be a twist.
That would be a very
That would be a
big
twist.
plot twist.
Potentially a nicely done one, if it's good.
Besides, all she hears is his last words just before he died. He
What?
just didn't see it coming.
What if unknown victim was mute?
Also possible, but I think he just died so fast he didn't see it coming.
Should have transferred variable stats to strength and break out of... So I picked barbarian. That's not how this works. That's not how this works.
Okay, basically copy-paste on the... wounds.
Okay, this was the same murder, I guess.
There's something on the fingertip. I've seen this somewhere before. Now, where was that?
The black substance found on the fourth victim was found on Aiden's corpse as well. Both times they were found on the center of the chest, a little finger, their clothing on their sides.
Never trust Littlefinger.
Wait, this isn't Baller's Detective? I would play that.
I would absolutely play that.
There needs to be DLC. I'll pay full price for it.
There's something a little different about this, though.
It's... What's the difference? The color, the chemical makeup, the physical location, the flavor.
I want to say the physical location because now it's on his left hand, right?
Correct.
Yes. Aiden had it on a different part of his hand. The substance on Aiden's hand was...
On the right little finger. Because he's right-handed.
That's right. It was on the little finger of his right hand. I should have these compared to see if they're the same substance.
Just lick them. Tell by taste.
That's how they usually do it in every show. It's like just a little taste.
No, but you should not lick corpses. Like, no.
The corpse has obvious lacerations and burns caused by the explosion. These wounds look very similar to the ones found on Aiden's corpse.
Still saying it's a copycat killer. Because there's no shrapnel this time. Jack doesn't sort his moss by taste. What?
Just because there's no piece stuck in his body
Yes.
doesn't say anything.
Yes,
The other
this
body
bomb...
only had one piece in him.
I'm saying it's a different copy. It's a copycat killer because this one doesn't have shrapnel.
No.
The way the bomb was built is different.
The other one had only one little piece stuck in it.
So?
That doesn't mean that thing was filled with it.
If we get a third corpse, that one will have shrapnel.
This requires further investigation.
I'm not agreeing.
That should be the extent of our investigation.
Check the
No.
clothing just in case.
Exit. Why is this flickering? Let's begin examining. So, still the outside of the arm and the chest.
As I suspected, the burns are centered around the abdomen. Examining the corpse may tell me more. Okay, so it's exactly the same.
Hoodie, pants.
The injuries to the lower hall, far so... Yeah, it's the same. We can go back. We'll probably need to examine
checks
the
out.
clothes later.
It can only be caused by shrapnel. The fact that in one case a fragment got stuck doesn't change anything.
I agree.
Watch me be right in the end.
The question is, who is this guy? Because he went for big people so far. Politician, an
Here we go.
entertainer,
I'm listening.
professional player. Like, they're all known.
The victim is Stephen Eldred. He's 20 years old and is a student at a local college.
Like, that is weird. For all the people he has gone so far, this one seems out of place.
What was the second victim?
An entertainer.
Politician, entertainer, athlete, student. The raging bomber is telling us something. That is that he hates peace. Politician.
Entertainers.
Entertainer. Athlete. Student. P-E-A-S. He is you. You also hate peace.
I mean, hate is a big word, but I don't like him. Coincidence? I think not.
Yes, but we still don't know if this is the revolutionaries doing or not.
Well, finding out shouldn't make us any happier. It's another life lost.
Right. This might sound a little morbid, but we got lucky with this explosion.
What?
It didn't cause any fires or structural damage, so the crime scene is more or less intact. This gives us a better opportunity to find out who did it, no matter who it was.
Huh, that's true. The more information we can get, the better. Investigating the crime scene and the corpse may help us progress in the investigation.
Right. I've sent all the information we have right now to your computer. I'll have HQ get us a recording of the original bomb threat, too.
Please do. I'm going to continue investigating.
Now we need to analyze, and then she'll go, oh, I need to go to the place. Oh, we can already.
I say we analyze first.
Yeah. No.
I need these wounds analyzed, little guy.
How did I know this?
Okay, let's see. Radially expanding wounds. It's very similar to Aiden's injuries, though the explosion itself seems a little smaller.
See? There's inconsistencies.
If the wounds are the same shape, the reason why should be obvious.
Well, not every bomb will be exactly the same when it
Yes.
blows up in someone's face.
Yes. Somebody who is so fanatic about what he does, I'm willing to promise you every bomb he makes is exactly like the previous one,
but
unless its intention different.
It won't cause the exact same wounds on every person.
Yes, that's how, like, in his brain this guy is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a copycat killer.
I'm not convinced yet.
Wounds are very similar. In other words, the explosion went off at very close range. He was hiding behind Aiden.
Inside them.
That's horrible.
So he ate it. What is this, saw?
I guess.
This victim was killed by a close-range explosion as well. At first glance, it looks like the same method was used. I should compare the two to learn more.
Just because she said that, I think you're right. Do the hand.
That's what I wanted to click.
Yes, these two can be put together. Aiden Posner and Stephen Eldred. The conditions of both explosions were the same, and both explosions were about the same strength.
Similarities.
There's a good chance that these two deaths were caused by the same person after all.
Give the hand to little guy.
Give him a little hand.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, do you need something analyzed? What's this?
This was found on the fourth victim's corpse. Can you see if this is the same substance that was found on Aiden's hand?
Yeah, wait. No.
Sure, it'll just take a moment. This is carbon dust too. There's no mistaking it.
I think that's suspicious. We just said that it's unusual to put that into bombs.
It has to be somebody in the police force.
Nah.
Or in the FBI or whatever we're working with. It has to be somebody with intimate knowledge of the case. How else would you know that they have carbon dust on their little finger?
Too far-fetched.
I thought as much. But why would they both have carbon dust on them?
It's a wonderful question.
What was the hand one?
Black substance was identified as carbon dust.
Then...
I don't think the callus has anything to do with that. That doesn't check out.
you'd use it with the other hand.
Huh. Yes, these two can be put together. They both have carbon dust on their fingertips.
Oh, I forgot that's its own thing
But
here.
there's something quite different between the two of them. That is...
The chemicals are different? No, they got there differently. We don't know. It's on different hands. The color is different. Possibly, but it's this one.
We already got this question though.
Yes. The substance was on Aiden's right hand, but on Stephen's left.
What is he doing to the bombs that makes it like this?
So many similarities and one difference. This bothers me a little.
Maybe it's something they touched beforehand.
What could the difference be? He's ambisinister.
Wait, Mix that one with the similarities. We had the bond similarities. There. To the right. That one.
No.
Okay.
No. It's not the hand either. Let's go check out the place where our victim was found, I guess.
Before we do that, let's take another short break.
This room belonged to the fourth
No,
victim,
too late.
Stephen Eldred.
Well, don't press A, and now we take a short break.
Now we do. BRB.
We're back.
We
Seeing how
are.
Jack didn't say his line. Because I pressed the button and did the thingy this
the
time.
person who does the button and the movement has to say the line.
No, you
Yes.
always press the button and do the movement, and then
say
I
hi.
say, we're back.
No.
What? I've always said, we're back.
Tifa's
Because
lying.
you pressed the button. You have memory issues today. You called me a goldfish.
I didn't. I read the comment. I mean, I agree with it, but
Today it's absolutely you.
I don't think so.
It's absolutely you.
Now, since we already listened to this, because your timing is bad, you gotta read this line again.
This room belonged to the fourth victim, Stephen Eldred.
The explosion was concentrated on the right side of the room. The left side is almost untouched. Huh? What's that sound? Oh, so that's what it was.
He has a dial phone.
That's old school. The game was started being developed in 2007.
Excuse me, but isn't this Mr. Eldred's residence?
Did you still have dial phones in that time? No
Somewhere.
one still used it. And he does have a modern-ish computer, so it's also not bad.
That's correct. And you are...
Michael Lang, I'm from Loan and Taxes. If you are aware of our business model, then you must know why I'm calling.
It's rich that you immediately assume I know who you are or what your company is based on the name. I've never heard of you.
If you are
You're a loan shark.
a loan shark and you pick up the phone of the number, they usually assume that. Do I have to remind you of the fact that, true story, someone has been handing out my number to debt collectors
That's true.
and they keep looking for this guy. I'll leave the name out of it. And especially at the beginning, I kept picking up the calls and they were like, oh, do you know this person? Or I want to speak to
No.
this person. I'm like, well, you got the wrong number. I'm not him. Also don't know him. Like, oh, you do know him. And he has debts and he's just running from it. And blah de blah. And I usually go into a discussion with these people.
Of course you do. I would just hang up.
That doesn't come into my mind at that moment. Like, I'm having the conversation. And
Listen
then
to this. The beauty of a phone call is, and listen to this. I know this is weird to think of in the moment. But when you receive a call from somebody you do not wish to speak to, you hold all the power. You can end the conversation. Yes, they can keep calling back, but you can block their number. You can end the call
but the
at
fact
any moment.
that they believe you're lying in that moment is like so mind-boggling that you just keep going into that discussion.
Didst thou accuse me of lying, thou swine?
Exactly.
Like that?
So I remember hanging up, blocking the number, and then they just call with new numbers.
Yes.
Because usually these people
They
have
have
several
more
numbers.
than one. Not just another scam. No.
This was a legit company.
Multiple
The number
companies,
checked out
legitimate
to-
companies too, have called her number to speak to this asshole.
for this one person.
If it was one or two different ones, seemingly, I would agree. But it has been like companies we've heard of, legitimately. And we've
the
Googled the numbers.
add up.
Yeah, it actually is real. But
It went on for months.
over a year, no?
Yeah, all of these people looking for this one dude that disappeared off the planet, apparently.
Good luck explaining to one of these people who are hell-bent on getting money out of you. I can give you a random phone number right now. It doesn't have to be mine. Nobody would do this. I can make up a number, and if this is somebody's phone number, it works.
All you need to do is swap a digit. Ranger, training time is up. Kick butts at work.
Yes.
Can I have
do
your
that.
number, Tifa? I need a loan.
Also, real quick, for some reason our thingy just disconnected. Let me double check.
What, disconnected?
Nope, it still works. Stop giving me pop-up messages with... It still works.
Oh, fair enough.
My number is 69. Of course
Feel
it is.
free to use it. So, but it has stopped after a while. And now the only things I get are legitimate
scam.
spam,
Scams.
scams.
Back
But
to the
other
loan
than
shark.
Does that mean Stephen Eldred has a debt?
No, not anymore.
I will not divulge any of my customers' personal information. Please let Mr. Eldred know that we're trying to contact him. Well then.
Michael Lang from Loan and Taxes. Was that really a call from a loan shark?
Or this is a call to confirm that he's dead.
I would think that's gonna hit the news.
I don't know how
Raging
the laws
bomber.
are in this fictional Portland.
Raging bomber strikes again. I'm quite sure there's no laws regarding that. How about you first get the metal piece out of the wall?
No, I mean, I think it's Florida is one of the states in the USA where I think all the police records are public, which is why you hear so much about the Florida man committing crime so-and-so. They're all crazy. I don't know how it is in Portland.
Where could this piece of metal be from?
It's all open. I'm pretty sure.
Confirming by just calling. Well, not saying they're good at their job.
It's
Mystery
embedded
metal.
rather deep. It was most likely launched by the force of the explosion.
Oh, you can click.
You're not sitting straight.
That's right.
No.
I'm making an effort by sitting straight actually. So my chair is not
Why
straight.
you bunk me?
Because my chair was like this.
No. Mugshots and arrest records are generally open enough to make it seem like there's a bunch of wacky nutcases, when they're actually everywhere. Yeah, that's true. Some of them we just hear more of.
That sticks out.
Nothing catches my attention.
Okay.
There's a note!
That actually looks like, you know, when DHL tries to deliver a package. And
Yeah.
you missed it. That looks like that note on the floor.
At least over here it does.
This is filthy. It appears to be a broken guitar.
Is Naomi shaming him for the cleanliness of the room after an explosion?
No, she's just judging the current state based on what happened, which is perfectly fine.
I don't have a picture of me yet. Ralph. Not that you know of.
It seems to stand out compared to the rest of this room.
They shall never catch Ralph alive.
Don't-
Never!
He's a star.
Ralph be like, wee.
Fuck the police. Is what Ralph would say. That's not us.
You'll never catch me alive.
Could this be the computer that the victim used?
Let's check his browser history.
This may still have some information we can use. Let's power it up and see what there is. Odd. The screen isn't turning on.
Well, there
Try
was an
plugging it.
explosion.
It's not accepting any input either. Could it be broken?
Oh, now we can give it a little guy and then go like, hey, please
Yeah.
get thingy out of that.
Bruh, a man's browser history is sacred. Should have used incognito tabs. That should be it for now. See? There we go. Goodbye. Back to the office.
Yep.
Hey, little guy. I need some help from you.
What are you up to now?
I'm insulted. There's somebody I need you to look into.
Is that all? That shouldn't be any problem.
Good. His name is Michael Lang. He's a loan shark.
Planning on buying a house soon?
Stop playing around. He called the victim's phone.
I see. Was it a collection call? Did the victim owe him money?
Actually, we didn't have a normal conversation with him. We just accused him of being weird.
He hung up before I could find out. That's why I'm asking for your assistance.
She also didn't ask, did she?
Well, he said that he's not giving any personal information. She did ask.
She asked, yeah.
She asked if he had a debt with them.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, I'll look into it.
As he should.
If I was Naomi, I would have just gone, yeah, this is him. You sound different. Yeah, I got a cold.
I have a cold.
Yeah, I have a cold. My nose is just really clogged up right now. Something like that.
Make sure to check whether or not he's employed at a place called Loan and Taxes. For all we know, the man who called was the bomber himself.
See? See? Confirming that he's dead?
I'll keep that possibility in mind.
Why is this flickering? Here, you take over. With you it doesn't flicker. Let's sort out the information. Give him the PC. We need to know about this man's porn browsing habits.
Can you look at something for me?
The computer won't boot up? It was in an explosion. It's probably broken.
That doesn't really matter as long as we can get the data from the hard drive.
True. Huh. Wait a second.
Okay.
Find something?
What do you think it is?
The computer's fine.
You just didn't plug it in.
It's not starting up because it's locked.
Is there any way to unlock it?
Well, we could try to force our way in, though there's a chance it'll wipe itself and we'll lose the data. It seems the victim was using voice authentication software.
That's
Voice authentication.
a lot.
So it'll only start up using the owner's voice.
Yeah, that seems a bit much. I also don't really trust it.
At this point, I know you're hiding something. Either it's some really like shady business deals, or you are really afraid that we see your porn browsing habits.
He's hiding something.
Yeah.
Yes, but it belonged to Stephen Eldred.
So it'll never start up again.
Well, then you might... Solid evidence of
How
what?
Alright.
How is this solid evidence?
Yeah, that's wild.
Also, then you might as well either contact his family and try to find like a voicemail.
Yeah.
Or...
Or like a family VHS or something.
Yeah, or just try to...
Play the bomber's recording. Oh my god,
that
that's
would
gonna
also
be the
be-
thing. That's gonna be the thing at the end, that she plays one of them and then the thing unlocks.
So the bomber bombed himself.
Have you ever played Bomberman? It happens more often than you think.
Little guy, are you a music aficionado at all?
Huh? Why? Well, I know bits and pieces.
Maybe you might not know either. I need you to analyze this guitar.
Oh, this thing's pretty nasty. Holy...
What's with you?
Dr. Kimishima, where did you find this?
It's a super rare guitar, limited edition.
Wait, more importantly, how did this happen to her?
It is
Like, suddenly-
the guitar. The guitar.
Suddenly he's putting some respect on that
Yeah.
guitar.
Her? It was in the victim's room. Stevens, that is.
Then the neck was broken in the explosion?
Probably, yes. So what?
Son of a bitch. The raging bomber's gonna pay.
You can kill 4 people and I don't care. But the moment you touch that fucking guitar, these people have issues.
You can kill the student, you can kill the entertainer, you can steal my tennis ball.
But don't touch my guitar.
Hey,
Something
Come
like
on.
that.
I can't calm down. This guitar
Speak whole sentences.
belonged to musical legend Ben Frank. Look, it's the 1955 Dagmite model. Ugh, I can't believe it.
I don't understand. Is that instrument valuable?
Okay, but then maybe the student is more than we just believe, because we just said, okay,
He's not just a student.
yeah, he's someone probably more known or a relative of someone famous. I mean, his computer is voice locked, which is some
And
extra
he has
security.
a super important guitar. Yeah, that's not
He
a
has
normal
a super
student.
important guitar, and usually a 20-year-old student doesn't really have that.
Yeah, a guitar maybe because it's a chick magnet, but not that kind of guitar.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not just a student that he blew up.
Unless we learn that later in life, Ben Frank fell on hard times, became a drug addict and homeless, and sold his guitar to some rando.
That could, of course, be.
So I only realized this now. But can we talk about the fact that little guy kind of stole our thing? Because his video thing also has an orange outline, and I'm pretty sure that's the same orange we use for our outline.
No, his is brighter.
Ours is better though.
His is a bit darker.
Just saying. Okay.
Beyond valuable. Finding this is a miracle.
Well, here we go.
I'd have it sent to the museum immediately for safekeeping, but oh, damn it!
Sue him for copyright.
My favorite letter is X. V. Sega, who now owns Atlas. Yes.
You'll never see this coming.
We will be the reason why Persona 6 doesn't happen. Sonic will be dead because of us.
And then they read the reason for the copyright and it's like...
Guilty! You used orange as a frame color. Guilty. Yeah.
What? Doesn't this get to you, Doctor?
No, not really. I mean, it's a broken guitar.
Oh, you don't understand. Listen to me. If this was ever on the market, it would go for $70,000 to $80,000.
Okay.
I think you can still sell it.
Yes.
Someone
it
will
might
still...
be even worth more now because of what happened to it.
Yeah, but it happened
adds history.
to it not in his own possession, but in someone else's.
No, but not only is it a relic of Ben Frank's career, now it's also a memorabilia of the Raging Bomber, revolutionary.
I'm not sure if that would now make it worth more, but...
They won't make any more Shenmue games now.
You can blame us, I
You
guess.
hurt my soul. That Shenmue 3 was... Carry on before I get emotional, please.
I wouldn't be surprised if bids went over $100,000.
That's impressive.
Now it's personal.
Barely survived an explosion. Kinda metal.
Exactly.
Well...
Dr. Kimishima, we have to put this bastard, I mean this killer behind bars.
Killer of guitars.
I get the whole, like, he's into music or Ben Frank or whatever, but the fact that 4 people are dead, 2 of the corpses are with us right now, and he is mad about the guitar kind of hurts.
Yeah, but with the victims, you have to stay emotionally detached. This is something that's like personal or closer to him, so he gets more riled up about it.
Okay, then I want to now get really riled up about the fact that this person, this bastard, this killer is using bombs. Do you know what happens to the dogs in the neighborhood when they hear a loud explosion? They get scared. What about the cats? What about the birds outside? They get scared. Some of them might even have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Get Peter on the case.
Yes. Well, I agree.
Still, 4 people are dead.
In any event, a guitar worth more than $100,000. That's not the kind of thing an ordinary student would be able to afford.
Now we get to the important bits. Thank you.
Perhaps I should have him look at it once he's calmed down a bit.
Jack going full John Wick. Let me adjust my cuffs and then I'm gonna get my jacket. And good thing we don't have a dog.
Okay, we have...
It's the wrong mystery metal.
Hey, little
First gotta
guy,
have him check
tell
it
me
out.
anything about this?
Yes, of course. It's a piece of metal.
Duh.
I collected it from the wall of the room the explosion happened in, so I thought...
Yep, it's a piece of steel pipe. It could have come from anywhere. The chromatographic scan shows traces of black powder. The powder was used as the explosive propellant.
Now we know for sure what that piece of metal is. It's...
Part of the bomber,
What?
part of a bomb,
It was Bomberman.
part of a gun, or a robot.
Oh my god, we're going full Gundam here. Yeah.
It's likely the same situation that occurred with Aiden's death. The analyses show that the powder and the metal are exactly the same as those found in Aiden's bombing.
I see. I get the feeling that this will work with something else that we know.
Wait. I have a new theory.
Go for it.
Our newest victim, Stephen Eldred, that was the Raging Bomber.
Nah.
20 years old,
These pieces of metal were
young man.
Aiden's and Stephen's deaths.
So,
And the reason he didn't say anything is because he was working on the bomb.
nah.
He didn't expect it to blow up.
Nah. Too much of a coincidence. I don't think so.
Do I want to live in a world where somebody who wants to kill other people with a bomb explodes while making the bomb himself?
I would think he was too experienced for that.
Even the best make mistakes.
But in a way, you could be correct. It could explain why his computer is locked. It could explain
Why
why
he
they
got the money.
didn't hear a voice, because then you would recognize it from the recordings.
Yeah. Even gameplay-wise, it makes sense.
But I kind of hope not. It's like too easy for, for the killer
Yeah, but
himself
good
to get
riddance.
away with it like that.
Good riddance, at least he's gone.
That is true.
Material analysis showed that both pieces were chemically identical. That means
The two pieces of metal that were collected were originally part of a soda can.
A sniper rifle.
Alchemy experiments. We're going full metal alchemist.
The steel pipes.
yes, it's quite likely that both pieces were cut from common steel pipes.
Did you see pipes in the room that were missing?
No, but he probably just went to a hardware store and bought one. And then just sorted up.
There's something else we discovered about the metal fragments. That is,
Edward.
The substance found on them was an explosive propellant, the bomber's fingerprints, the bomber's blood. Oh, that would be kinda... That's all if you would fill it, like with your own blood.
That's really personal. Yeah, that's not just I want to kill you, that's like I must kill you. That's like next level attachment. That's uncommonly much.
Also a bit stupid because then your own DNA is at scene, but still.
Yeah.
indeed, black powder was used as the propellant for both explosions. The same components, the same metal casing. The bombs in these cases are the same type of explosive.
But I think this kind of rules out a copycat.
Yeah, maybe.
What did we have
Which
here?
is why now I think Stephen Eldred was the bomber. I think we're done.
Well, this one is, do we have any other similarities? This was a
We
similarity.
can deduce
There we
using
go.
this information. The raging bomber is believed to have been responsible for 4 bombings. Of the 2 cases that I've been investigating, the 3rd and 4th victims,
What about the first and
bombs
second?
were made of a metal pipe and used black powder. Also, the wounds on the victims have another similarity. That is,
They died at the same time, the bombs had the same power, same ignition process, same amount of grudges.
I want to say same power.
Similar at least, yeah.
yes.
Close enough.
The wounds on the bodies help us determine the strength of the explosions. It turns out that both corpses had almost the exact same wounds. Materials, propellants, power. They all point to the idea that the 2 bombs were virtually identical. Another similarity in the 2 cases is the victims' distance from the bomb. Both Aiden and Stephen had been
Very close.
Very far. A few yards. The distance varied.
yes, both of them were very close to the bombs when they went off. Same bomb, same delivery method. This all draws us to a logical conclusion that
They were made by the
Privacy.
same person.
They were made by a man, a child, or a woman.
Did it say made in China?
No, by a child. The hell?
Oh, come on.
They ordered for bombs on a wish.
That would be horrible if that
Yes,
was
it
possible.
would be. It would be. In a dystopian universe future, you can at some
murders were the
point.
work of the same person.
You probably could, like, on the dark web.
Yeah.
Okay,
What about the
so
guitar?
Now we have solid evidence.
I should have it checked again.
Oh,
Little guy, can I borrow you for a moment?
Yes, of course. Do you need me to look at something?
But you already...
Take a close look at this guitar.
again.
Of course. I am a professional after all. I can be impartial.
Why do we need to have this analyzed twice?
Please do, then. What can you tell me about it?
There's not much I can say other than... Oh, wait a moment.
Found something?
Yes. It looks like this guitar was played by someone other than Ben Frank.
How do you know?
So, what does that mean? Is the guitar a fake?
No, of course not. The scratches, the wear, everything says it's the real deal.
I can tell because I knew exactly how Ben Frank's fingers moved while playing.
Maybe there's another name scratched on it. I think usually people, like, scratch something on the back.
I don't know. Do you?
Ben Frank is right-handed. And this guitar has been said to be played by someone who's left-handed.
No.
Like the bomber.
Okay.
The guitar's set for a left-handed player?
Hey, current that person is left-handed.
Yeah.
That makes sense seeing how it's his guitar.
The difference between right and left-handed guitars is...
You ruined the red special. What red special?
What would a left-handed person change when playing guitar set for a right-handed person? The neck length, the neck thickness, the string order, the number of strings, the string order, I believe.
I have no clue, but sure.
Yes, the string order is reversed, depending on the dominant hand.
I'm surprised you knew that, Dr. Kimishima.
Lucky guess.
When the thinner strings are on the right, it's for right-handed players. It's the opposite for left-handers.
I never looked at the thickness of the guitar strings.
I didn't know there was a difference.
The fourth victim owned this guitar.
I always thought it was based on how tight you string it up.
So, Brian May of Queen's guitar is called the Red Special. He's also an astrophysicist and was old schoolmates with Stephen Hawking. I did not know that.
Oh.
That's super impressive. Damn.
The Red Special.
I doubt that he would lend his $100,000 guitar to anyone else.
So do you think Alone in Texas is behind this? Alone in Texas with Front?
Was.
It could be that he got money from them to buy the guitar.
Possible. Yeah. The guitar in the victim's room was strung to be played by someone left-handed. This suggests that the victim was left-handed, together with stuff on his left hand. It's not that hard to figure out.
Well, just because he had stuff on his left hand doesn't mean it's his dominant hand.
True.
And now we have confirmed that he's left-handed.
Yeah.
Which is somehow gonna be important because it was also a thing for the tennis player to be right-handed.
If the raging bomber still lives and it wasn't Stephen blowing himself up. What happened, or what was the thing about the first two victims? Where do they have their markings? Because if it's... I'm confused.
Left-handed, right. That information could prove useful.
Okay, so he was left-handed.
There you go.
This was also on the left hand. Okay,
Maybe
that
not.
doesn't connect them. 20-year-old college student.
Is that with guitar?
Don't think that's it, but no.
Okay.
What else do we still have? We have a young male. We have how did the bomb get there? And his next victim was...
Oh, newest victim in...
Hey, little guy, there's
This
something I
dude.
want to ask you.
Yes. What is it?
Did you know the victim at all before the bombing?
Huh? No, I've never seen him before.
Wait.
What a weird question.
Is this...
Oh wait, it's about him being known. Remember the other three were all known figures.
Oh, true.
So then it's a logical question.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
I was like, why would you ask that? Like, do you know the victim? But
If the first three were like celebrities, fair.
it
Good
makes
point.
sense. It makes sense.
I thought so. That makes this a little odd.
Which is why I think he was the bomber.
We were just way ahead of this conversation.
Odd how?
The revolutionary did give advance notice about his next target. Still, the victim this time is obviously different from his previous ones.
What's different about him?
It's...
He's the only male. The bomb was stronger. He isn't famous. He's the oldest. He isn't famous.
But
Make
just
it
because
easier, do
two
you?
people don't know him doesn't mean a lot.
That is true. I also don't know a lot of people.
That's it. A politician, a celebrity, and an athlete. All the other victims up until now were in the public eye. This bombing killed an ordinary college student with no notoriety at all.
I don't think he was ordinary.
I don't think so either.
That's true now that you mention it.
Perhaps this was a copycat crime after all. Or perhaps, has the raging bomber changed his modus operandi?
We might be wrong to assume that.
I don't know, some people do. What a coincidence.
It's getting awfully close, isn't
There
it?
is also a high chance. Listen to this. I'm gonna blow some minds here. Listen to this. There's a good chance you and I and even Tifa don't know some of the same people. And in a way, this connects us all.
Maybe the reasoning behind his previous victims wasn't that they were famous.
I don't know why, but I suddenly have to think of the TV show. What was it? Five Links or something?
5 degrees of separation, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
It was basically you had to...
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something like that. That's one I know.
You had to get in touch with someone famous through like 5 people.
That's a Dutch game show, right?
Yeah, Dutch, Belgium,
Yeah,
American, I don't know where it comes from. But basically, you call someone and then you hope that person has a connection to someone, and that way you keep inching closer to that person.
And a lot of the time it works.
It worked in most cases.
Which is kind of weird. How many calls do you think we're away from, let's say, the president of the chancellor, I guess, of Germany?
Well, that might...
One call, no.
Not be too far away.
I guess getting to talk to him would be nigh on impossible, but talking to somebody that has spoken with him or that knows him would be easy. Just call his office.
You just need someone with a connection, or you actually need to know the person.
Oh, well, yeah, call his office.
And then that person needs to know someone. Yeah, but you don't know the person in that office. That's the whole point.
I need to play the easier mode.
A relative met Tony Hawk once, but I'm not sure they still have contact. Well, if they did, then you're one
Damn, did they get an
contact
autograph?
away.
I would have totally begged him for one.
Probably wouldn't even recognize.
There's a whole like genre of interactions of people online where they don't realize they're talking to Tony Hawk, and it's amazing. I guess a lot of people don't know what he looks like. They just don't expect to see Tony Hawk.
When I see a video of Tony Hawk, I'm like, oh, okay, it's Tony Hawk. But if I now would see Tony Hawk, I'd be like, oh, who's that?
Yeah. I think the biggest celebrity I ever met, not met, but like walked across, was Christopher Lee, 2 or 3 years before he died. We picked up my grandparents at the airport. I don't know where I forgot where they had gone. And as we were walking around there, waiting for them to show up, Christopher Lee, with his wife, I think, and like a bodyguard handler type of person, walked out. Like completely normal. It was definitely Christopher Lee, and he wore a Hawaii shirt, or like Hawaiian shirt. He looked like he was just enjoying a vacation.
That seems makes sense.
Yeah.
Like actually had talks, not really. A couple of British actors, because they always used to film in the hotel I worked at in London back then. The manager of Metallica, when they were in the UK, he also stayed in the hotel. And I think that's really it.
That's not bad.
Some Dutch actors, by coincidence.
Strangely, I wouldn't like an autograph or a selfie if I met a celebrity. Just having a little talk would be enough for me. I get it, and I would love like a talk as well, but I have a weird thing for like memorabilia, and talking to them would be cool, like getting to know any part of their lives. But also having something I can look at and go, this is that item, this was that moment. That's a thing for me.
I also don't care that much. Oh, and I have the phone number of a famous Dutch cabaretier.
What?
He once mentioned
No, before you carry on, I want to remind you that I am sweet-diculous.
Well, that's why you're my #1 contact.
Thank you. Can you save me in your phone with that name?
I can have. Want me to change it now?
Later is fine.
If I get famous, I would be annoyed by this, so I keep it low. I would get cancelled immediately.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like, I would be on a very short high and then on a very deep low, probably.
No, like the reason I didn't run across the hallway and go like, Christopher Lee, oh my god, I'm a fan, I loved your Saruman the White and the other things you've done. Not Count Dooku, but Saruman the White was cool. I just don't want to bother people. Like, you know, if it happened organically, it's like, that's cool. But they're just living their lives too. It's like if he's just standing there like waiting for people to interact with him, fine, I'll do it. But it's like, other than that, it's like, you live your life, I live mine. I can watch you on TV.
Yeah. I personally don't really get the point of like fan gushing. I think it could be exhausting, especially if you look at some like premieres and people start screaming and shouting for the names or start fainting. I don't get it.
There are people I would definitely fangasm over. Keanu Reeves? Come on.
Yeah, but would I go out of my way to try and meet him if I
No.
know he was in the city?
No, I won't do that.
If it's like a random encounter and you get to have a chat, because
Yeah.
he's sitting next to you in a bar or something, that's one thing.
If I bumped into Keanu Reeves, I
That's
would
a
try
lot.
to strike up a conversation, just to tell him that I find he's an amazing person. But with most others, it'd be like, okay.
I mean, that is fair, but you don't go out of your way to chase
No.
him around.
No, that's a bit much, I think. Not even Dracula, of a guy from Wicker Man. I'm a newer movies kind of person, what can I say? If a movie is older than I am, I probably haven't seen it. Yeah. You are breathtaking, Keanu. You are. Did you know you star in my favorite game of all time? Absolutely, a true crime story featuring Keanu Reeves.
Hey, psst, I heard you have some drugs. Hey, psst, I have a bag. Can you...
Hey, Keanu,
put it
there's some
in here?
kids there. If you don't know what we're talking about, play Absolutely a True Crime Story starring Keanu Reeves.
That was good.
Yes, it was. They need to make that into a movie.
So, famous victim.
Yeah, talking about famous people.
In any case, we have to continue investigating. Keep finding out whatever you can. Let me know if you learn anything.
Understood. I'll do that.
Check it out.
Which one was that?
The guitar. Okay,
He
the
was
dead person.
left-handed.
Stephen was Caucasian. He matches the
Not really.
threat.
Can try, but no. Difference in does. Oh, left hand. Let's try just in case. We have the...
Left hand
Almost.
with right hand.
This is not right hand.
Yeah, but those two. The
This is
two hands.
about the
Yes,
calluses.
but combine them.
But it has nothing to do with one another.
Lead us to
What?
something.
What? What?
Thank you, Tifa.
The callus on his palm is proof of his dominance.
Oh, come on. I mean, good job, but come on.
I know it's hard. Aiden Posner's dominant hand was
Aiden was the tennis.
mutant third hand.
I didn't even see that. I do wonder.
Actually, that's not a third hand. That's why they call me ridiculous.
Someone had to make 4 answers to this question. It's like, okay, we got right hand. Oh, that's left hand. Right hand. Left hand.
Ambidextrous.
What else can... Both hands? What else could there be? Mutant third.
Yeah, radiation in Portland is really bad, so it
It's from all the bombing.
happens. It's to catch the eye beams.
He was right-handed. But his guitar tells us which is his dominant hand. That would be his...
He was telekinetic. Please, Naomi, please.
You don't need hands when you're telekinetic.
Do you think?
Obviously.
Do you think? This is getting deep and sad for a second. Do you think whatever mystery super cancer illness Naomi has is what causes her to think of those weird options? Like she's standing there deep in thought, like right hand, left hand, third hand. Oh, he was left hand.
I mean, we've all had these weird thoughts, so who knows?
I don't think I ever thought somebody was telekinetic. No, don't think.
I've thought worse things, I think. Or more
Same,
random things,
but
not worse.
Not this.
Yes. The guitar had been strung for a left-handed player.
Also, if I had a guitar that's worth 100,000, I wouldn't dare playing it.
Yeah, same.
Like, there is no way anyone would ever touch it or come into, like...
But then again, the only reason I think, unless I got it for some reason, like somebody gave it to me, the only reason I'd ever have a guitar worth 100 grand is that I'm a billionaire and I've got everything else. And then I also wouldn't mind touching it.
But you would put it, like, somewhere on a display.
Yeah, but if I'm, like, so rich that I can buy a small country, I don't think I would care about if it gets scratched. I can just pay somebody to, like, fix it. You know?
I guess.
And again, I guess I'll get a
The
replica.
musician the guitar belonged to was right-handed. If anyone were to change the strings, it would be the current owner. Thus, we can reason that Stephen Eldred was himself left-handed. I wonder if this difference will be any help in this investigation.
Seeing how often it's mentioned, I would think so.
Difference in victims, what's the other one?
Difference in dust, just in case.
I think these may help us get closer to solving the mystery.
They both had the D word in it.
Both victims had carbon dust on their fingers, but the locations of the dust are the major difference between them.
Also, I wonder how much time is between the 4 bombings.
Minutes, apparently.
Are we talking like 1 a week?
On the other hand, we've
1 a
learned
month?
about a difference between Aiden and Steven. The 2 victims had different dominant hands. From these 2 facts, we can tell that the carbon dust was
found randomly on the non-dominant hand, on the dominant hand, all over the victim.
It was on the dominant hand, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Solid evidence. We still don't even know what it is. Oh yeah, wait, we did. Never mind.
I have absolutely no idea where this chapter is going.
Dominant dust.
Indeed. It was on each victim's dominant hand. I think we've gotten a little closer to figuring out the meaning behind the carbon dust.
Dominant dust seems like a weird name for cocaine.
I want to believe the bomb was probably covered in it and
Yeah.
they like touched it before it exploded.
Or they had like a patch of, like it looked dirty. So they just did this to clean it.
Too random for 2 people to have them. And would you really, depending on what it is and you don't know what it is, try to like clean wash it?
I wouldn't, but you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You
I would
100%
not. And if anything, with my sleeve,
You
not with my hand.
you would also probably try to lick a wound to find out what caused it. I've seen you play Baldur's Gate 3, Tifa. Don't even. I've seen you play Baldur's Gate 3. I know some of the choices you made.
We have young Mill. How did the bomb get there?
Leave? Maybe we'll
think
get
we're
another
good,
call.
yeah.
Because I don't think we can still combine anything.
Dr. Kimishima, we've found out more about that man.
Cryptocurrencies.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, Michael Lang.
Oh, that guy.
He really does work for Loan and Taxes.
So that is a real company. Is that his real name?
Yes, though what he does is barely considered legal.
Huh.
Barely legal is still legal.
Slightest chance that he's the bomber?
I don't know about that. I'll send you the recording of his interrogation anyway. Please listen to it when you have time.
Got it. Even if he isn't the culprit, he can at least tell us more about the victim.
Fair enough.
There's no reason to not listen to what he had to say.
And maybe he has a really grating voice.
I say we find that out tomorrow.
Do that now.
Why now?
No, you're stalling long enough. It's gonna be a year until we're done with this game at your
stalling
pace.
long enough.
No.
It's end of the stream.
I will end you.
Fine, do the call. Do the call.
Employee at Loan and Taxes who knew about Stephen Eldred. He was asked about the victim.
I just want to say, this is the only reason why we go over time. Seeing how this was a whole argument
I'm getting
last
us
week.
into time, people.
Yes, that's correct.
You're just trying to get you right here. I know what you're doing. That's definitely the same voice that I heard over the phone.
He's dead. That's a problem.
Very business-like. He's
Yeah.
not affected by that news at all. Either he's uninterested or...
If that's true, our company will be gravely affected.
It's difficult to collect money from a dead man.
It seems you don't know, but Mr. Eldred,
I see. Stephen was an important customer for this man after all. He borrowed $100,000.
he owes us $100,000, including interest.
What?
100,000? That's a lot of halibut. The question is, what did he have to convince them to give him $100,000?
In the call on the meeting to set up the loan with this person, he said that his outfit looked ridiculous. And then he just signed the papers.
I mean, the orange tie looks really nice.
It
on
does
the
look
black
really
outfit.
good. Yeah.
He owes us 100,
Right.
of which he has paid 25,000, leaving 75.
I see. So he wasn't behind on his payments then.
The Raging Bomber. Well, I've seen the name in the news.
He doesn't know about the Raging Bomber? Could this account be true? I've seen the name in the news.
We extremely regret having to hear about something
His mouth says polite words, but his mind is all about the money. I mean,
well, yeah. Doesn't give a fuck. Why
I
would
think
he?
it also takes a special kind of person to
Yes.
work in loan and debts. Collector agencies, like that is a tough job.
If you're working at a bank and you actively like want people to succeed, that's why you want them to get loans, yes, you would care. If it's a guy like this at a loan shark company, no,
Yeah.
why would he care?
Like that's rarely the case, I want to say.
Unsecured loans.
Loans. At an interest rate so high that nobody could possibly pay them back.
You mean like any loan, basically?
That's the barely legal, I suppose.
Still, there's no reason to loan money to people with no means of repaying that debt.
Well, that's true. It's not worth it to them if they just lose money.
That's why he has a super cool computer that is voice activated.
In all honesty, Mr. Eldred agreed to make a down payment of $10,000 for the loan.
Really? 10,000 is a large sum of money by itself. For a 20-year-old student? Yes.
Yeah.
Not only did he make that initial payment,
How did he manage to get the money to make that payment?
he paid $5,000 the first month and another $10,000 the next.
If he had that much money to pay off the debt, what did he need the loan for in the first place?
That's
He's a drug dealer.
I'm sorry, but
The way he says this, does he know something?
our consumer financial group does not search within other people's private concerns.
I see. So they aren't interested in anything but getting their money. I mean, yes.
Yes, we did loan $100,000 to Mr. Eldred.
but you already said that.
What would he do with such a large sum?
Buy a guitar.
This was based on the assumption that he could repay the loan.
I see. Even from a loan shark's point of view, Stephen was capable of paying the debt back.
Am I accidentally skipping lines, or is this conversation going in a circle? Yes, we did give him money. No, we did not do any background checks because we don't do this kind of thing. Yes, we gave him the money. We thought he could pay it back. What?
We killed Mr. Eldred.
But they're also asking questions.
That we don't hear, which would
Yeah.
help me here.
That was a straight accusation, but he doesn't seem upset by it.
If we killed off our customers, we'd never reclaim what was owed to us.
To be fair though,
If we
Good point.
you wouldn't really need to be upset by it either. Like if you are new, you have absolutely nothing to do with it. And this is just business. And then the police tries to bait you by, oh, did you kill him? And be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here, like, bye. I wonder if a murderer could be so blaze about that.
Blasé.
You do not say blasé.
Yes.
What, for real?
Yes.
Blasé.
What is blasé?
It's now blaze.
No, blaze is how they died. In a blaze.
No, that's what I said. This is blaze with an S.
Funnily enough, with a capital B, this is also a word for bubble in German. It's French. You say it blasé.
I fully disagree.
Thank you, Dark
on
Lord,
these
for helping
language
me
matters.
educate Tifa.
I refuse to acknowledge the correct word and have now changed it in the Tifa dictionary.
Tifa is disregarding the French. No more croissants for you.
Let it be known.
No more croissants from now on for you, only croissant.
Croissant.
I'd say that we take a much more pragmatic approach.
We just break some bones.
I didn't set up on French. Yes, you did. Oh?
He's a veteran loan shark who's been working with loan and taxes for the past 12 years.
Cool info, bro. Why didn't you say it earlier?
I see. It looks like we'll need to do some investigating into the victim as well.
You mean Stephen Eldred?
Right. He doesn't fit the pattern of the previous bombing victims. For example,
He's male.
He wasn't blown up. He isn't famous. He isn't dead. We had this conversation already.
We're having some double ones this
he's
chapter.
the only one who wasn't particularly well known.
We've talked about this.
Why do I think he's just the son of a famous person and keeps getting this money?
I still think he is a raging bomber.
Why would the bomber target him at all? If we can figure out why, I think we'll see a great deal of progress in this case.
But we didn't get a new call from the bomber yet.
The victim himself made some unanswered
So
questions.
every time he killed someone, he gave a voicemail with his next tip about his next victim.
Yes, also the victim made unanswered questions.
According to Michael Lang, the man from Loan and Taxes, Stephen was $100,000 in debt. The reason for that is...
From the information at hand, it appears that Stephen borrowed a large sum of money in order to pay for his wedding, rent his apartment, build a computer, buy a guitar.
Hey, nowadays you need 100,000 to build a computer. Have you seen the prices of some parts?
Yeah, they're actually going up currently. Good thing I built this thing before and the prices were low. Rent his apartment in this economy, yes. But it was just a guitar. Yeah. Excellent reasoning.
That's a likely possibility. The value and the amount he owes fit together. Still, how can an ordinary student get such a substantial loan?
It's a loan shark! Oh my god.
The reason must be because...
He had a secure mortgage. His family was rich. He had periodic income. He was friends with a loan shark.
I wanna believe that his family was rich.
Had to be.
Or it's the income, but that seems a bit weird.
I would not want people with periodic income to take a loan from me. I want people with regular income.
It could be that though, because one of the hints we got is that he did the down payment of 10,000. The next month he paid another 10,000 and then he paid 5,000.
Yeah, that's good enough. Somehow. Stephen's mysteries.
Indeed, there was a deposit made to his account. A large one of unknown origin. That was why the loan shark accepted his means of repaying the debt. This led to Stephen being loaned the $100,000. The more we investigate, the cloudier the truth gets.
So just stop investigating, I guess.
Dr. Kimishima, can you hear me?
I'm listening. What is it?
I've asked for another recording from HQ.
Oh?
A recording of what?
That revolutionary guy. I thought it might be of some use to us. I ordered a copy of the announcement he made before Aiden Posner was killed.
I see. I'll check it out.
Third statement. I had one last one. Then we can go to bed angry. Listen to the testimony.
Hey, it's me, the revolutionary. What? Am I being recorded?
I knew he was being recorded. Why did he keep talking?
'Cause he's an idiot.
Oh man, this sucks. I'm embarrassed that you're taping my voice.
This is either one giant fool or he's supremely confident that he wouldn't be caught.
Oh, he doesn't like the sound of his voice.
Doesn't matter anyway though. You'll never catch me.
I'm more surprised he only believes now that that's being recorded. I see. It seems that he's confident that he won't get caught. Like, who is he calling? I believe every call to like a police instance, whatever, is being recorded.
I hope so. Also,
It's like if you call 112
yeah,
or 911.
the way this guy speaks very much sounds to me like the cliche of a young man who has a voice-locked computer. He is giving me...
He just called them.
Yeah, but the way the bomber speaks is giving me low-key incel vibes. I don't think he's ever seen a woman in his life.
Oh, he hasn't killed one yet.
That singer died because you morons are so incompetent.
Singer?
You know, the general hatred for everybody else, believing you're better than everybody else. It's like, I feel like there's feelings that are unresolved.
He's talking about the second bombing. I wasn't involved with that.
No, I hope you weren't involved with that, Naomi.
You can't stop me. Do the ignorant masses out there hear that?
This nutcase is getting on my nerves. Yeah, same.
Here's a little hint. Next up is an athlete.
Oh, wait, this is an old recording.
Yes, that's what it said.
Yeah, I see. So this was the bomb threat about Aiden Posner.
Yep.
And
My stomach agrees.
Did he cut himself off right as he was about to say something?
oh, never mind. Well then, good luck.
That ended somewhat suddenly. I wonder what happened to him right then.
What?
You do 7 again, because I think you skipped one.
Ooh, well, I can't
Oh,
tell you.
sorry.
Think about it yourselves.
If only we'd known that Aiden was the target when this was sent out. I mean, there's a lot of people it could have been.
Yeah, an athlete. Yeah, there's only like 5 in the world.
She said little guy.
No, he didn't.
It's just voiced.
Yes.
Okay, maybe it was.
I've listened to the revolutionary statement. Did anything strike you as odd?
Odd? Odd like how?
Everything was odd.
This dude is odd.
Maybe I'm just imagining things. It just seems strange to me.
Huh. I didn't notice anything.
All right, I'll listen to it again and pay close attention.
Notation of something odd. Okay, so that's the... Stop flickering. That's the part where he cuts himself off. That was part 8, I want to say.
And...
Yeah. He's cutting it short. Nope.
Here's a...
9.
You can't
I guess click through all of them.
Yes, this is the
Oh,
place.
never mind. Oh, then never mind. That's it, okay.
It sounds like he was rushed at the end of his statement. I wonder why.
Reason for
I
cutoff.
wonder what was happening. We need to figure out what was going on at that moment.
I am so confused. I am so confused.
Well, we'll still figure it out.
I hope so. We only have one more stream of Trauma Team this week to figure it out, Tifa. Because because on Friday, as we discussed when I made the schedule.
Yeah. No, I thought that was starting next week.
Do you pay any? If you have checked the schedule, you will know that not only can I not type, and I call today Tuesday Day, and I own that, it is Tuesday Day today. No, starting Friday we're gonna get back into Pokemon. Picking up again / continuing our randomized Soul Link of Pokemon Black and White.
Well, it doesn't need to be a soul. We said we would have a poll.
Your poll. Gonna catch them all? Just getting through the game will be hard enough, I think. Still need to prepare the randomized thingies for that. Never heard of Soul Link. The general idea is we both play a randomized copy of a game, so trainers have random Pokemon, and all Pokemon locations have been randomized. We both have to catch Pokemon in the same places, and when we do, we have to give them the same name. And if one of us, during a battle or whatever, gets one of them knocked out, we both have to get rid of that Pokemon.
Basically, the Pokemons with the same names are
Their fates are
connected.
intertwined. Yes.
And
usually
if I
it's
catch one...
Tifa losing them.
That is not true. You have lost more, I think. Do you remember doing one full stream on the first battle because you kept knocking out your first Pokemon? And we could not continue because of that?
Yes.
And then we have to start over. That was a full stream. I mean, it was really funny, but regardless.
How could that go? I know, right?
And if I catch a Pokemon and Jack doesn't, then I also have to let it go because we both need to have that Pokemon from that road.
Yes. Yes. But we'll explain the rules again when we get there because it's complicated. Ish.
We'll get into details when we get there.
Yes.
Tomorrow, first, more Trauma Center.
Yes. With more Raging Bomber. Who is not Sweet-diculous. I am Sweet-diculous. The Bomber isn't.
Also, the person I wanted to raid also just went offline, which means there's
How
no one
dare they? How dare they not wait for us?
I know, right? We have no one online anymore lately.
I'm shocked you didn't blame me for making the stream 5 minutes longer than you anticipated.
I already did earlier. I'm
Why do I have white stuff here? Is that my beard dissolving? I guess. Yeah, well, it is what it is.
So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna press the button. Do you have some last nuggets of wisdom?
That's my line, get you on. And no, I don't. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We're back tomorrow with more Trauma Team and hopefully finding Miss Bomber. Bye!
Bye! I doubt it. Bye!
Thank you.